Hey, Fairwolf. You doing alright? Where's my controller? All the way over there. Killing time in Minecraft? I haven't played Minecraft in like a billion years, actually. I played Minecraft and it was like... I think it was like 0.5 or something. I remember it's just after like Redstone or something came up. I think that was the last time I played properly. It's a shame, like, if Minecraft had actually launched with, like, working, properly decent multiplayer that was easy to do, like it is now, I think I would have ended up playing way, way, way more. Funny enough. Arsenal storage. Oh yeah, I was going around checking the cards, wasn't I? I think we actually need to go... back here again. If I can remember how to get there. Which I can't. Was it an elevator that took us there? I think it was, right? Yeah, I need to go back to the elevator, I guess. Which is there. Okay, it's not too bad. Alright, Dukes. Oh, no, this is where the arses are. Back we go. I think we need to go check out that room a bit more that we were in. Oh no, this is the wrong way. Oh no. Oh. No? It's not actually a door. I left the art side, did I? Sorry. You didn't miss much, it's just me running around in circles. Clunk, clunk. I think this is going to be, like, unfortunately, some last busy work cleanup that we need to do in this one, which is a bit tragic, but, oh, not that I remember how to get out of it. Is it this small door? It probably is, actually, isn't it? I think we need to clear a little bit of areas we haven't seen thus far. Did I actually open all these boxes? Yeah. I got grenade bullets, heat bullets, med pack, slag, but and to be honest, I think we can probably actually dump these bullets totally. If we can't kill everything in those bullets, we're probably firing the wrong shit, I think, realistically. And this one actually has more grenade bullets in, which is kind of nice, so we can actually use those. And I'll take the shotgun shells. Did that actually... yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, Colin. You're Al. I'm not too bad. I'm a little bit sad in a way. I tried a couple of games out today. I was hoping to play a Cloaker. To like do something a bit different, I guess, than what we normally play, and I ended up not liking either of them, which kind of makes me a little bit sad. I was hoping I'd like them more than I would. But didn't end up working out very well, which I was a little bit sad about the fact. But hey, Vampire. Hey, excellent. What games? Oh boy. I actually wonder if it's just worth mulching this guy with. Oh, nice. I think I've got so much healing, it actually might be safer to tank it, but... That's a lot of points on this, buddy. What games? It was, The Cycle Frontier was the first one we tried. God damn it. That's the one where you don't kill them, I think, is that happens. But... The Cycle Frontier... Oh my god, yes please. And then I tried Marauders, which are both, like, Tarkov-like games. Hey, Mars. They're both Tarkov-like games. And I gotta be honest, I've never played a Tarkov-like game, and I think I don't like them. Like, at all. I was trying desperately, but I couldn't see the appeal. Hey, where are we getting this through, isn't it? I couldn't see the appeal of spending all that time in a map like, for a long time, only to get, like, one shot by someone I didn't see, to then lose all that time again. Is this the right door? Oh, no, this is the correct door. Shit, I need to go a different way. Dolt. Ah, is it this way? No, that's the elevator. Ugh, I don't want to go back in there, don't make me. No. I think there's a room. Is it this room? Power frequency room. Ah, this is it. I think there's some bits I should check in here that I didn't check while I was here last. I can switch the supply of the emergency power. Will I do it? Yeah, right. Oh. Oh no. I'm surprised this seems a hunt goes. Yeah, but hunt is like... Hunt, you go into the match, right? You buy your guns or whatever, you go into the match, and the matches are kind of one and done. Like, I don't have to, No, hunt, it's not like Tarkov, Hunt Showdown. It has no stats. Like, you don't get better armor in Hunt Showdown, for example, or better helmets, or better guns. Like, the guns are always the same, no matter what. There's no like different guns, like levels, or different gun stats. A headshot is a headshot, you know? The weakest gun in the game, headshotting you will kill you, and just as away as the best gun in the game will headshot killing you. It's not like a persistent map. You don't like have like seasons, I guess, either. Let's see. We need to make that sample, do we? I forget. You have to layer it, and each layer overwrites the last layer, right? It's something like that. So this would be like. We need this one for sure to be like that. Then we gotta overlay. I guess this one has to be like that, maybe. No. This one could be like that. Not quite. I mean, that looks relatively promising. Similar. Not quite. Good. Interesting idea, but not quite, I think. Yeah, Hunt doesn't have, like, that persistence that a game like Tarkov does, I guess. Or the cycle, really. Like, when I went to the cycle, there was, like, uncommon guns and common guns and rare guns, and they did, like, little different things and stuff. And both times we spent, like, 20 minutes on the map or whatever, only almost out of nowhere just get insta-blapped. With, like, without any real warning, which I thought was a bit sad. And I guess I don't have the patience for that kind of game, I guess. At least I don't think so, anyway. It's not, I'm just like, okay. So we did that one first, so how about this one? I mean, that looks exactly right. So then we need, like that. Ah. Like it. Don't like it. So that looks pretty similar, but that middle piece is wrong. But I don't have a middle piece in that one that allows me to... So how about I do it slightly differently? That one goes first then that one. Then that one? No. What about slightly different? That one. And then that one. There we go. There we go. There we go. I guess you lose all progress if you're killed, yeah. And don't get me wrong, you lose your hunter if you're killed in Thingy, for sure. Are you still unconscious? Shit. So what does this actually do, though? The supply schematic display the status of the emergency power. Currently the power is being supplied to the third energy generator. I don't need to operate this anymore. That's good. Have I done this one? Oh, we got more grenade bullets, isn't it? Hey, Matsu! Machine that controls and stores energy. Okay. Door is locked from the other side. Well, that scratches that. I don't quite know what we ended up doing there, except for we turned something on, I guess. Is there anything else we can do in here? Well, we definitely need to do that, but I'm not quite sure what else to do. We've now supplied some emergency power to the generator, so now can we operate it? Ah, this looks more promising. Hooray!
Announcement. Generator test complete.
Keys need to activate it. Okay.
A special key card is required to operate the generator.
Oh, nice one, Des. That's pretty promising. Oh, some noise from behind us. I actually don't know how much is left is this crab. It's not a huge amount, I don't think. Wait, what? Wait, she pooed herself. Oh, that's tragic. Good lord. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, Jesus. She's been shot to death. She's not breathing. She's holding a memo written in blood. 1281. Okay. Can't believe she pooed herself together. The little device that record the data when the third energy is activated. They've been handled by someone with bloody hands. Their fingerprints can be seen clearly. Disgusting. Sneaky. Yeah, this is the first time I'm actually playing it, Mad 2. Been enjoying it actually. For the most part, I think the pacing of this last section has been pretty bum, but otherwise this has been pretty solid, I think. Yeah, but the cycle was like whatever. I didn't like it. I was like I decided pretty quick I wasn't keen on it. Like an interesting idea, and I can see why people like the Tarkov stuff, but definitely not for me. And I was like, eh, like it's too much to lose randomly, like from a guy shooting you or whatever. It's a bit frustrating. Reminded me of the wilderness from RuneScape from all those years ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not sure I got it in me now, I'm older. But then I tried Marauders with Clyco, and that one makes me a bit sadder actually, because there's a lot about it I really like, but the time to kill is jeez, it's as quick as that really.
And what do you think you're doing?
Carving a name for myself in history with the ultimate energy source.
Open your eyes, you freak. Your precious creation is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
You seem to have a small degree of superficial intelligence. It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
To die.
Rick, our target has been secured. Report here immediately. Sorry to interrupt your lecture, Doc. You were saying?
Yes, I was saying. I discovered how the third energy could affect space if it ran unchecked 3 years ago. I thought that the energy had the ability to transfer selective space to an alternate time-space continuum. But I was incorrect.
This guy's having fun voicing this.
It was exchanged. To put it in terms that even you can understand, third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space with one from a different time.
What?
Like dinos.
Yes. I came to these conclusions following this evening's final experiment. You've seen the effects yourself. Those beasts were occupying the space this facility is located on almost 65 million years ago.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
Well, it makes perfect sense now.
And that is what I have done.
Uh-huh. And how many people were sacrificed before you made this discovery?
Who cares? The numbers are quite irrelevant. Let's just say that there were many.
This guy's great.
Extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
Spoken like a true devil.
A god or a devil? I don't care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough. Only one thing matters at this point. Your grand invention is blocking our escape.
You need to destroy the vortex. The only way to do that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload. Theoretically speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one small catch.
Oh no, what's that?
If you cannot stop the generator's third energy overload, this entire region may be shifted to another point in the space-time continuum.
Oh, nice.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere else when the shift happens.
I like it.
No problem.
But we couldn't even activate the device.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
Where are they?
Calm down. They should be stored in one of the security level A rooms on floor B3.
Very good, Doc. Now you understand our situation. We live,
Egg
you
bugs.
live.
Yay! I got the new card. Cool.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send a stream of third energy into the vortex.
I'll keep an eye on the doctor. Regina, you go find those devices and overload the third energy. Remember, they're in a security level A room on floor B3.
Hold up. That whole floor is crawling with dinosaurs, including that T-Rex. Let's get this situation under control before charging off. Here, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take
This
this.
contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer.
Oh.
I stumbled over them while searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not far from here. We should gather up the parts and assemble the devices.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there.
Wow, rude.
We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this. So what's your choice?
Shit. What do you reckon? Are we gonna head for the level A area? Or are we gonna go for the part storage? So far, we've been doing Rick's strategy. I mean, the thing is, Gale's kind of makes the most sense to this one, I guess. Combat or puzzlers? Oh, really? Is it a bit like that, is it? Do we want combat or do we want puzzlers? We don't have a huge amount of ammo. We've got a decent amount, but not a huge amount. You reckon puzzlers? Which is the part storage on B2. Well, I guess for B3 level A, we have to get through the... We go to the lift, and then we head towards where the T-Rex is, right? I guess that means we have to fight the T-Rex again. Wi-Fi, you can just run by. That's what I've been pretty much doing. I've been tanking the shots. You know what? Let's try Gale's first.
Okay, let's do it.
Whatever you do, don't drop your guard for a second.
Well, I'm not. There's literally a T-Rex there. He's not even, like, figuratively a T-Rex. It's literally a T-Rex. Yeah, I know where to go. I was actually there when we first died, so I know how to get back there. Is there any goodies in there we can raid? Household items. That's rubbish. Is there any butt plugs in here I can steal? Possibly the prey belongs to Dr. Kirk. They're covered with dust. Should we pee on them for dominance? The white coat's been worn out. Stained with chemicals. Okay. There's a little notey note thing here. Let's have a look. Note to the staff from Dr. Kirk while I read it. Preparing the stabilizer initializer. Make sure these two devices are ready in time for the experiment. Each of these two devices consists of the following 3 parts. Core parts. Protect part A, protect part B. That means 6 parts are needed all. These parts are separately stored in the experimentation room, the design room, the part storage room. Oh Christ, I have no idea where all these things are. You can assemble them in the experimentation room. The weightless manipulator must be leveled by level A class. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go through the doors we couldn't go through initially. That's probably going to find them. What's weird, we found that there's an ID card thing we haven't found a use for yet. Or haven't found some sort of way to do anything with. Chemicals. Alright, Marilyn. Can I have that? Useless gun? Why would I want you? Who needs a gun when I have... Can I go into Dr. Kirk's private, like, cum closet? Will it let me? Oh, nice. Hey, Noble. Dude, I'm so sorry. I missed your fucking amazing donation yesterday. Amazing donation yesterday. I'm super sorry about that. Is there actually anything to steal in here? Oh, nice. You had to fire a person over the phone. What, today? Well, I said the med pack. Nah, I'm good, actually. The doctor's personal belongings. I still think we should pee on them for dominance. Is there anything else in here? There's a note here. Oh, can I read that note? Feels like I... Yeah, here we go. Third energy is the final weapon, by Edward Kirk. If the third energy reaction exceeds the critical point, it evokes the overload phenomenon. The overload phenomenon? You mean what happens when you, like, juice things up? The Eldritch Fish Girl was trying to capsize you. Yeah, Dagon was trying to sort me the fuck out. Seriously, Noble, you're very, very lovely. Thank you. I'm ever so sorry for missing it, though, man. Thank you. When this happens, we can't control it. The huge amount of energy creates chain reaction and begins to disintegrate the surrounding air. The ensuing explosion will vaporize anything in the near vicinity. If we could control the area where the overload occurs, the third energy will literally become the ultimate weapon. The power of the weapon depends on how much energy can be restrained before the explosion occurs. In other words, the capability of the stabilizer is the key to everything. The third energy was supposed to be the product of a development policy. Create the basic power source for the permanently stationed weapon. If we change the policy of the project here and now, this government will be able to obtain the most deadly destructive device in the world. However, our current budget is completely out of the question. You'll find my estimation of the budget in the next chapter. Alright, seems reasonable. Alright, well, you guys have fun. I'm just gonna go elsewhere. Someone was drunk. Oh man, that's always bad. That kind of stuff sucks. Like when you have to bin someone because they've been drinking. Never good. The door has been unlocked. Nice. Delicious. So we want to go to the lift area, I guess. It's probably the easiest thing. So let's go back this way then. Unjammed, unstuck, and unlocked. I get the feeling this is going to be a huge pain in the ass part of the game. Maybe it looks more of a pain in the ass than it actually is, but it looks like a pain in the ass. Right. There was some very, very aggy dinosaur that was in here a minute ago. So we'll find out if he's still down there. He was having a little temper tantrum. Mainly because I called him a slag. Or was I threatened to shoot him with slag bullets? It was one of the two. Hang on a minute. Was he waiting for me? Yeah, eat shit, mate. 1 week automation. Woohoo! Oh, nice. I actually had the day off today, which was kind of nice, because I was waiting for a carpenter to show up, and he did show up, and I'm getting some doors. Yay! Oh shit! Please don't eat me. That'd be grand. I call shenanigans because there's normally one guy in here, and that guy was in the other room. There we go. Am I bleeding? No, I probably should heal, actually, looking at that. I'll use medpack M. There we go. Is the T-Rex still sleepy sleep? I think he is. Can I pee on him for dominance? He doesn't even blink. It's completely unconscious. I kind of feel it would be more sensible at this point, although maybe a little bit, like, not very cricket when it comes to being sportsmanlike. But I feel we should shove a grenade right up his, like, penis and blow him up. Like, I think it's the only reasonable thing to do at this point. Like, because if we let him live, we're gonna have the issues afterwards, I think. Or maybe, or even better, right? So we know the T-Rexes have tiny little arms, yeah? What we could do is get him some T-Rex-sized trainers and tie the trainers together, so when it stands up, it falls over. And it can't undo the trainers. Uh-oh. Well, that ended poorly. Can you not? Can you not? Hey. Okay, can you? Oh god. Oh god. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. This went well. Yeah, fuck you guys. We out. Hey Morgan. Are they not super, like, good with that kind of stuff more? Ah, eat shit! Slagged you. Alright. That was pretty rude, that's what I thought. Alright, Figgy. This place looks alright. Wait, am I bleeding? It's probably fine. Third energy basic theory. Oh, I don't want to read this thing, do I? Third energy basic concept. The technology to extract energy from the ions in the atmosphere. This is the heart of third energy. If you control the flow of ions by ionizing the constitution of the air, then you can extract the resulting electron movement as energy. The basic concept is simple. The electrons from which energy of movement was extracted combines with the ions to once again form the original constitution. However, due to the current level of technology, it's impossible to return 100% of the original constitution. The waste constitute yields a peroxide that is similar to ozone as a byproduct. However, it is not at a high enough level to threaten the concept of the proposed clean energy source. That's good. It's surveillance feed camera. That's good. It's a gamer chair. It's a control panel. Well, these are all very exciting, but not really what I need, I guess. Should we go in here? They're actually surprisingly quick, but I wonder if that's because I'm using a very real, you know, PlayStation, as opposed to an actual PS1. It's a device to maintain the storage conditions of biological weapons. Sounds good. Biological weapons are stored, and if these are activated, all creatures in the island will be annihilated. I mean, could be worse at this point, I think. Small creatures that were used for the biological weapon experiments are stored here. Okay. I can't leave that. I guess I want to go in here. Oh, right. Well, hopefully your co-workers are going to be a bit, you know, more sensitive about it. I know it does take time for people to suddenly, like, especially, like, I've noticed with older folks sometimes, to get used to stuff. I've noticed in our place sometimes. But hopefully they, you know, make an effort. Oh. I got the initializer. Yoink. Cool. Right, so that's one of the things I needed. And the other one is in the other door. Huh. That was surprisingly easy. Boy, I hope that sleeping T-Rex doesn't wake up. That'd be unfortunate. Periodically sedate the T-Rex, make sure it stays out. That'd be pretty good. Though, I mean, probably like humans, I imagine constantly, like, I was gonna say seducing. Sedating is, potentially not the, good for the, you know, the heart and whatnot. Reminds me how they fixed it in Red Dwarf. They fed the T-Rex like a chicken vindaloo. And the T-Rex had to shit itself. And then they got past it because of that. I need to activate the generator first, do I? Okay, so where else do I need to go then? Ah, there's another door up that way. Okay. Cool. Well, thank goodness there aren't any dinosaurs through this door. That'd be unfortunate. I'm not a bard. Well, I'm not going to serenade it. Ah! Okay, can I get past quickly? Oh, dear God. Oh, yeah, eat shit, dinos!
Lewd.
Supersonic speed! Oh, God, where's the door? Nice. In all honesty, killing dinos is the most humane thing. I think so. I mean, yeah, these guys are going to be really confused and generally upset and having a bad time. Can I just... The multiplier? I can do that on the med packs. I can't do that on the med packs. It's extremely upsetting. Recovery aid. What else can we do? Honestly, I should probably just use one of the hemostats quickly. Let's see. Delicious. Neat. There we go. I can chew through some health kits now. Nice. Will I save it? No, I literally just saved it. What's the worst that could happen? Thank you for the biddies, Noble. Oh, T-Rex is still snoozing, which is a plus. I love that the other dinosaurs don't come into this room. I can't possibly imagine why. I can't think of a single reason why the smaller dinosaurs wouldn't want to be anywhere near this fucking thing. Nope, definitely not. Okay, so we need to go straight north, through the lift room, north again, which goes into that other room that had the keycard that was locked. Right. You know what? Excellent. Right. That's all my slag bullet. Shit. I did not consider this plan. Okay, I have a plan. I'm not sure what the heat bullets do, but I know what this will do. This did not... This... Okay, it didn't really... It wasn't really quite as effective as I was hoping, really. I mean, it'll do, but, you know, let's use one of those. It says it'll temporarily recover my health. I'm like... That sounds like quite a lousy thing, actually, but, yeah, sure.
Lewd.
I'm just gonna tank it. What could go wrong? Shit. Shit. GG, easy, mate. I'm gonna use the other small one. There we go. LOL. Eat shit, dino bastards. I need 3 butt plugs. Will I use the butt plugs? Ooh, yeah, go on then. Ooh, got a poison dart. More heat bullets, which is nice. Anything else in there? Okay. I think these could be used for increasing thingies. The poison dart is good for obliterifying a dinosaur, should we need to. So let's do some mixing quickly. Yeah, there we go. And now I can mix that on that again. Yeah! Nice. Alright, and now we can take those with me. Also an intensifier in there too. Nice. Delicious. Not enough butt plugs. Tragedy. I need to... Why do I need to activate the generator first? Why? It doesn't make any fucking sense. The door should not... whatever. Fine. I need to go back and activate the generator. I'm not quite sure how I activate the generator. Hey, swinging bow. Okay, I have no idea where the generator is they want to activate. Because this destination is a bit of a fib then, isn't it? I guess the generator is going to be in there, and I've got to go back with my initializer, which is bizarre. Did it want me to go in there and put the initializer in, then come back and grab the stabilizer? Is that what it wants me to do? This is a weird one. Okay. It might be that. Man, these dinosaurs are rage. Oh no, I was a bit too soon. Look it! Okay, I guess we'll go this way. I have no idea if this is the case. We'll try it. This is so weird. It doesn't make an awful lot of sense. Regular dino. What up, yo?
Lewd.
I'm pretty spot on with the jab. Is that what it is, Doze? I need to go put this back and then go grab the next one. Is that right? And how unfathomably tedious. Alright, let's do that then. Thank you for the biddies, dude. Right, where am I? Okay, so I need the long corridor then, which is presumably this one over here. I must wait, what? What? Why can't I go through that door there, which doesn't make an awful lot of sense at this point. The planning desk. Okay, I don't have a planning desk, I guess. read it. No, I don't care. Oh, we got a code for the safe, haven't we? Was it 1829? It's the code in blood. Something like that. Okay, can I use the... No? No, okay. So how the hell do I get back to where I need to be then? Do I need to take the lift? That's unfathomably stupid if that's what they're planning. Oh, nice. A small wiretapping device appears to have something recorded on it. Will I play it?
My only concern regarding the new generator is the stabilizer. It functions perfectly under nominal conditions, but
it's still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal.
This fucking guy.
And it will all be attainable if you cooperate with me.
The power of a god. How could I refuse?
I remember that, Noble. It was very upsetting. Thank you, Vertigo. I appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, thank you. So this door A will work, but the other random doors that don't make any sense anymore around the place, that would make it more convenient to get back, no longer work. So we're gonna have to go back through the dinosaurs again and hope we don't die again, I guess. This is unfathomably stupid. If this is what it wants me to do, this is incredibly dumb. I have no idea why it's going so hard dumb. Because that also means I've kind of wasted resources, which, if I was trying to be efficient with this, I would need to reload, I guess. Depends how much of my stuff I need, pardon me. This is very silly. So I need to go back into the lift area, take the lift up to a door. I'm hoping the lift will still work, I'm guessing. There was a beep code at the end. Oh, Jesus. No, I didn't. Shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Well, it looks like it decided for me on the reload. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot I got the resuscitation on me. I keep forgetting that it's not GG like that, is it? This is Deus. This is literally like tanking the game from being really, really good. I think from being okay. The hitbox on these dinosaurs is dubious. That guy like teleported to the side there. Oh shit! I'm gonna die again. Actually, I think. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, this is tanking I think the game's quality. I think quite hard, which is really a shame. So there's no reason why those doors don't work if this lift works. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, so it's just done that way to be awkward. I think they've done that to waste your resources. I think is the idea. So you take an extra long way. You take the extra like safe way round, or whatever. You take another way around to get to the other doors, and you find out it doesn't work. So how do I add the stabilizer in here then? I need to go down, right? Into the lower part, I'd guess. It's kind of not very clear what you need to do. I guess we go down here. We add the stabilizer. Not sure where we add it. This controls just like no response, okay. So where do I put the stabilizer, I wonder? When the main console system can be operated from here, okay? Do you reckon this bit was done to sell some strategy codes? Does it say on the item where I should put it? It's to start the generator. So maybe there's another big room. There's the other big room, isn't there? This is the control room. I guess I need to go to the other room. The other big room that's on the side of this room. Which I'm not quite sure where this is. Maybe here? Let's find out. Area B2. Maybe it's this one. Let's try here, I guess. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it does make me wonder, like, if, like, stuff like this is just so kind of obnoxiously obtuse at points. Can I get downstairs? I think there's a way downstairs this way, isn't there? Like here. Yeah. Hello, the lamp. This is my first time playing it, and I'm starting to get slightly irritable at this last section. Do I have Dr. Kirk's ID card? I do not have Dr. Kirk's ID card, no. I've been given the card for card A, is what I've been given. I'm kind of hoping we can put this initializer in here somewhere. If not, I'm actually going to find out where it wants me to put this thing. Is it here? No. The panel activates the third generator. No. Well, I can say yes if nothing happened, presumably. So where the hell do we put this damn thing?
Error. Preparation procedure incomplete.
This is annoying. I've obviously got this thing I need to put in one of these rooms, but because the map isn't labelled, I have no bloody idea where I want to put it. I'm not sure which one of these rooms counts as the room I'm supposed to go into to do the thing. Truthfully. This is a bit tricky. And since half the area is now randomly kind of locked off, even though there's no logical reason for it, some of the A doors no longer work, but some of them do. Which again is kind of like shrug, Divio. So we need to find out which of the ones we were actually allowed to move into. I'm going to look for a very quick, maybe it can tell me which room I need to go to. Initializer. Let's see if I can find out. Let's see. So I'm doing this one, isn't it? Yeah, so... It says on here I should have the initializer and the stabilizer already, but I don't think I do. Am I being stupid? No, I just have the initializer. Did I miss a part somewhere? Have I got a horrible case of the dump? I don't think I did. So it wouldn't let me through the other door, but it doesn't say where I need to put them, which kind of worries me as much. Yeah, maybe I missed a vial in the room or something? Maybe that's what it is.
Lewd.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to see what I need to do in some of these things. So let's go back and have a look, I guess. Hey Cat, how's it going? Thank you very much for the resub as well. Much appreciated, thank you. Move to the B3 area of the generator to set the initializer. Which is the B3 area? This is the B3 area, right? There's another one else just on. But it wouldn't let me push any of the buttons. I'm gonna go back and check that room. That's the port. So it's this way again. Yeah, because number 2, move to the B3 of the generator. That's where I just was, with down the little lift, to set an initializer. And then set the... I think I need both bits, I think? I'm very confused, and this doesn't make any sense. This feels like I've missed something obvious, because, like, when I picked up the initializer, all the doors suddenly stopped working. You don't reckon I soft lock myself, do you? Where I need to, like, do this in a certain order? Or something weird like that? Sorry, unconscious T-Rex. I might reload the save actually after from here if I'm wrong, because we haven't picked up anything particularly useful, I don't think. No step on Rex. Well, he shouldn't be, you know, making funny noises. Because I've used so many resources and so many, like, so much ammo for no good reason, probably. Ah, God damn it. Ah, I was past him when he did that. Swine. Right. This is where the doors was, and as soon as I picked up the thing, I couldn't get the other one. So let's try. This is the one that let me in. So I took the lift up, which was in this room. Do I need to set it in here? Now that I picked up the thing, was I being dumb? No. Okay, and we went up here. No, because we won't let you pick anything up from this. Or this. This isn't a thing. Because it definitely only gave me the initializer here. So maybe there's a stabilizer upstairs and I missed it. In this case, I'm just gonna I'll do a quick reload. I'll go back to the title screen and go back, because I think I saved it after I put this up. Oh, that's so annoying. Is it just... I just didn't pick up the second one. Hold on. I can't believe it didn't pick up both at the same time. That's more amazing. I feel that half of that's on me, and half of that's on the fact that it opened one. I clicked open, it opened them, and didn't actually give me both. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, we are Vivictus. Though I'm getting increasingly irritable about this particular bit. It's all gone suddenly obnoxiously fetch quest for no good reason. It's all gone very, very, very fetch questy, which is super making me a bit sad. Where do we get to? Here? This one? I think. Right, I'll see what room I'm in and where I saved it. And if I have the initializer already.
Lewd.
Do I have the initializer? I do not. Okay, so we're actually on the way to the initializer. Fine. Nice. This is good, because that means I haven't wasted a shitload of, Oh, man. Ouch. Oh, boy. Wrong way to go. Okay. Yay. Kane laughs. SFX. Vey Victus! Wait, there's now a T-Rex in here? Since when? You weren't here before? This is a scam. Okay. So now I picked up both of these things. I now need to go back. Set the initializer, operate the panel to do the inhale shaft, set the stabilizer, activate the generator.
You get a lewd, and you get a lewd. Everybody gets lewd.
Do it that way. It definitely looks cooler down here for sure. Oh, Deus, dude! That's friggin' lovely of you. Thank you, man. Look at this! Look at this! It gives me 1! It gives me 1! You mean asshole! Mean asshole of a game. You spiteful little shit. Alright, whatever. Let's go. Oh no, are we doing... When you toss a coin enough times, what if it lands only on its edge? That's in Discord as well. It's a great little scene where Rincewind's telling... I think it's Conard the Barbarian or something like that. And, or Cohen, I think his name is. There we go. That's the wrong way, I'm pretty sure. Thank you very, very much, Deus. Oh no, that is the correct way. Oh, nice. Oh my god, oh! Fucking... That footwork, I could have been a ballet dancer. Right. Will I save it? Yeah, sure. Thank you again, Deus. That was really, really kind. Thank you for the tips and thank you very much for the subs, man. Hopefully we can... Now we've got these 2 bits, we can go back to the generator, where we just were, in the thing. It's kind of weird. I guess the game's trying to get you to only go in certain doors? I guess is the implication? But it doesn't make it very clear. It just looks like Regina's just being awkward. Like, I gotta go to the generator. I'm like... But why? Like, why can we not go through this door? Is there a reason? I gotta go to the generator. You're like... Fucking hell, Gina. Maybe explain a little bit, you know? Use the words. It's fine. Yeah, Rincewind's talking to the barbarian guy, and, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh! Oh, somebody stop me. Yay! Yahoo! And he goes, heads or some kind of fish with legs, and Rincewind says, edge. And, Matey does the flip. It lands straight on his edge. And he's like, how'd you do that? And he's like, is it because you're a wizard? And he's like, nah, mate, I don't do that kind of spells. There we go. Yeah, the dino wanted me to come back, but I wasn't interested. Tuesday. Alright, now we go to the basement, right? Of that room. It's the B2... It's the B2... Can we... Is it the basement of this room? No, it's the basement of the other room, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Move to the B3 area of the generator to set the initializer. So, it's not this room, I don't think, because there's nowhere to put the things in. I think those tubey things... are the things we need to do with the initializer and stabilizer, is my suspicion. But to make that work, do I need to touch this fucking panel again? Do I need to touch the panel over here? This one. To make that behave itself, I wonder. I wonder if I need to make this come back alive again.
Announcement. Generator test.
No, I still need the key.
Remember,
Which we don't have
a
yet.
special key card is required to operate the generator.
I don't have that special keycard yet. Okay. Right, let's see if we can go back to that other room then and set the stabilizer and stuff. I really hope this works. I might cry. The keycard's from Dr. Kirk, yeah. Maybe I should just go there and then shoot him in the fucking legs. Give him to give me the card. This looks like somewhere we should stick the thing, right? Can I do the thing now? Okay, nothing. Okay, so how do I do this then? The panel activates, will I operate it? Sure.
Error. Preparation procedure incomplete.
Okay, do I need to get the keycard from Dr. Kirk first then? To make this work? I love that this is what you're given. This is your objective. You got a small flashing dot which doesn't actually lead to anything. Fucking brilliant, honestly. Okay, so how do we get the keycard off Dr. Kirk? We haven't been given a keycard. We got an ID card of researcher. Do I need to like try and program the ID card for Kirk, I wonder? Do I need to nick his fingerprints? 1281. Right, let's go see if we can find Dr. Kirk then. Honestly, Metal Gear Solid is such a beautiful looking game considering its age and stuff. It really is. So I guess we need to initialize, use the computer, turn on the thing, so it does the thing on the computer, then you can use the card on it, so it lets you continue the thing. And, wait, what? Have I missed a door somewhere? Shit. Which door is this thing? Not that door. This door. Nah, mate, how'd you get in here? This is not accurate at all, is it? God damn. How many shots was that? Alright, so dead lady's still dead. Good stuff. This feels like they had a meeting. This feels desperately like they had a meeting, right? And they're all talking. And they've decided that the game is slightly too short. And they were like, we need to like make this a little bit longer. How do we do this? It's like, well, we can make a really, really big fetch quest at the end. It feels like they didn't have confidence in the length of the game initially. Okay, let's go in here then. Right, I need to talk to you.
Did you find those devices yet?
Yes, actually. So how do I get the keycard of him? Do I use the fingerprint scanner on him? Okay. No, I cannot use the fingerprint scanner on him. Oh, I know what we can do. We can use the fingerprint scanner on the bloody fingerprints in the other room. That's what we can do. If he's being a dickhead about it. Well, I don't know his key. I don't know his like ID. I don't know his like ID number. It's on his computer or something. I think it'd be in here somewhere if it's gonna be anywhere. I feel we just shoot him in the kneecaps. Oh, this is back in this room, is it? I've gone the wrong way around. We're gonna have to go back this way, sorry. This has been one of the more difficult games to navigate, I think, actually. Like, in terms of, like, I'm not quite sure where I'm going or what angle I'm at. Because the map is really bad, it's quite hard, and there's no mini-map. So trying to work out where you are can be a bit tricky. How can Dino Crisis become a hit? I think the first one did pretty well, I think. Right, I bet we can use the fingerprint scanner on here. Yeah, sure enough. Okay, so now I can go back. I have no idea what his ID is, though. How the hell do we get his ID? Like, where do we get that ID record from? Have we seen that anywhere? Have we seen that anywhere before? I have no idea. Like, I don't think we do. Yeah, there was 3 games and all. That's the written note. Have we read a note with it already on or something? Yeah, so where do we get his friggin' ID badge from? Or where do we get the ID code from? Did we see that? Was the other ID the one we found on the other guy? I'm trying to think. We found a researcher, right, with some notes on it that had an ID card number on it that was on the guy that was near the guy that was dead in the upstairs part of the building. I wonder if it's that. But I can't think if that was what it was and where. So we obviously got the fingerprints now, so that's nice and easy, but where the hell do we get the actual ID information? Wasn't there a computer? Wasn't there a computer with, like, employee data on it at some point? Shit, I wish I could bloody remember. And because this game doesn't keep the notes, is an ID a set of numbers? Yeah. But I don't know where, like, where we saw it or what we're looking for. I know what we need to do, but I don't know the numbers. In the scanner room. Yeah, I mean, that's where we can do it. That's where I need to go. I need to go down here up to the scanner room is what I need to do now. Wait, you were shot yourself to death, dude. That's not good. You don't want to be done now. I just wonder if we've seen the code before. No, I haven't used the bloody numbers, but it's not long enough to be the ID card. That's the problem. The bloody numbers she gives us here. 1281. And I have no idea what that's for, but it's not the code because it's not long enough. What's really kind of mean is they don't write down the things you've read, which is super annoying. I don't think we've seen. I don't know. I have no idea where we're supposed to find this code. I think for my own sanity, I might just look the code up. Which is not quite as cool as the busy work of running around like a fucking lunatic, but pardon me, Mr. Potential. But you know. I was forgetting to remember these things for you, and then to, yeah, I suppose it's too old at this point, I think, like, to, What annoys me, what I kind of want to know is whether I've seen the code already, because I've seen one code earlier in the game, or two codes earlier in the game, I think. They're on two separate memos, but the game doesn't remember the memos. And because it's been weeks since I've been that part of the game, you know, like a couple of weeks or whatever. Because the guys in just telling you the code. Yeah, it look like it's interesting, isn't it? Like there must be a way of where the code comes from, right? I wonder if there's a code database of Dino Crisis. Let's have a look. Dino Crisis memos. Let's see if I can find. There must be a That's key items. I want to see if there's any... Files, here we go. Dino Crisis files. That's what we want. Dino Crisis files. Personnel changes of researchers. Is it this one? I mean, this has got the notes on there. Well, I think it's got some of the notes on there. Let's have a look. Personal change of research. Is it that one? No, that's the Mark Doyle code, which we've used before. Staff memo reads... I don't want to just look up the code, basically, if I can avoid it, but I want to see if it's actually in the, you know, the things we found so far. That's what I'm kind of hoping. Is it in the security manual, maybe? No, that's those ones. New employee education? No, that's about the DDS discs. That's Paul Baker's registration number. So we're seeing there's definitely some... No. I'm trying to look at all these ones I've actually done, but... Is there any actual clues then? Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't. That's kind of weird, but... Hey Molotov, no, we're trying to find out Dr. Kirk's ID. We got his fingerprints. We worked out that bit where we got his bloody fingerprints off the panel, which makes sense. But I'm not entirely sure where we get the code for Dr. Kirk's ID badge, and I was hoping, because the game doesn't keep the files in game, so I'm looking on the wiki, which has all the files from the game on it, which I'm just reading through to see if we've actually, of the ones we've read. I'm just seeing if we've actually read anything about his ID code. Because it must be somewhere, right? It must be somewhere. But I can't see anything that's... I can't see anything, in fact. No, not that one. And I think we've read all these. Found it. And I found what we're looking for too. And we have read this one. This was in the power frequency room. It's on one of the yellow folders we read last time, I think. And here it is. Kirk's been hiding everything from the researchers recently. In a demonstration of solidarity, the B1 lab area staff have decided to investigate what Kirk and the military personnel is up to. Do you remember? And I remember even typing the code into the chat box last time we played. 31415. I actually fucking remember doing that as well. I don't know, we could even go back and reverse it. I didn't want to cheat, that's the thing, I didn't want to cheat. I knew we'd read it somewhere, and I remember talking about it as well, and I remember going, 31415, and I typed it into the chat box. Right. Cool. Good. I'm not going insane. Right. Right, here we go. Thanks for putting up with my patience there. 31415. There we go. I didn't want to just, like, that's what I mean, I didn't want to cheat, but I knew we'd read it somewhere, and I knew we'd had something like that. Like, there we go. Will I enter the printed data? There we go. Okay, cool. Now we've now got what we want. Yes. Not being able to look at past menus is a bad game. It really is. That's terrible. I guess it's one of that era of games where they expect you to write everything down, like on a notepad, like physically on a notepad, like any codes and stuff, which is kind of fine. But I knew, that's the thing. I wasn't quite like gaslighting myself. I was like, fuck, I've read this somewhere. I read this somewhere last time we played, and it was really bothering me. We got there though. I'm very satisfied about that. That's good. I feel better. I'm not going insane. I think taking the time to make sure you found it is really awesome. Thank you. I think it's more fun doing it that way, right? I mean, sure, I could have just asked one of you guys to give me the code or look it up or whatever, but if I got a complete block for the sake of... Hello, dinosaur. Sorry, come through. I think if I got a complete block for the sake of completing the game and moving on with the stream, I would have done that, but it's more fun that I think now that I know the wiki's got all the articles on it, that's really handy. Oh man, those guys are really magnetic with their attacks. They're really mean. Oh man, those guys have more dubious hitboxes than Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I know. You always follow me through that door, which is the wrong door, I might add. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, is it because I got Dr. Kirk's card now? I want to go B2. Okay, so I guess what we can do now is use Dr. Kirk's... Oh, fuck, I don't even know where we're supposed to use the card. Okay, I guess one of these machines I need to use the card on. A sub-panel that controls the generator. Okay, do we use the card here, maybe? No. Is it here? No, sub-display. One of these is going to be for the card. Do we do it on the main panel? Do we do it here, I wonder? Is there like a card we can insert here? No. Will I operate it? Well, no. I want to use the card somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where we stick it in. Is there another computer somewhere we can use it on, or do I just do this? I wonder. Ah, what's this here? Fuck, I'll just try it. I just don't want it to get like all the way. It takes like a 45-second animation. Only to find out it needs the card again or whatever. Let's find out. I have the card though. I'm hoping that if it needs the card, Regina will just swipe it.
Power for generator is connected.
Oh my god, I'm
Announcement.
genuinely so excited now. It's happening.
In the generator.
It's happening. It's happening. Okay, let's go to the other room. Quick, everyone into the happening bunker. What's the equivalent? Is this the happening bunker? I think it is. Let's go. Yes, I can push button now. I've got the things. Fuck. Yeah, it's green. Fuck yeah, it's green. In we go. Let's slot that sucker in there. I don't even know what I need. This is the stabilizer. Fuck yeah, put it in there. Jam that shit in there, Regina. Oh, that's so stable. Fuck yes, let's go. I've never been so relieved to push some fucking buttons. Oh, that's stable AF. Nice. Let's go. Now we go downstairs and do the other one. Do you know, I think what we should do, I think the only reasonable thing, right, is to find out the developer who said yes to this idea with running around, locking doors off and making this busy work, and give him a dead leg at the very least. Maybe something else inconvenience, like, if he's got like Velcro shoes, what we should do is like, you know when you get like Velcro like all bitty, like you rub like cotton wool over it and it loses all the hook stuff. We should just do that. Like just do that on his shoes so his Velcro don't work anymore. Something mildly inconvenient, you know? Something really petty. Feeling quite vindictive. It's like the bit from Resi 1 on steroids in the lab, where you have to get the thing that blows up if you run. But like, way worse. Do you know, I genuinely think this is worse than Castlevania 64's Mandragora and Nitro section. I genuinely think it's worse. Because at least that section is relatively short. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry, Nacho. I'm sorry. The ultimate inconvenience, yeah. What else is also really mildly inconvenient? I hope every time he reaches for a pen, the pen is dry. And it doesn't work. That's what I hope. Will I operate? Sure. You know what? I hope it just blows up and kills me. It's fine. I just realised I haven't saved it in a while. Oh, cool. Did I do the... I guess I gotta do the thing upstairs as well, with the other one. And then we gotta turn it on somewhere. I'm not quite sure... Oh, that's good. Not sure what the on switch is. That's quite a satisfying hiss. I like it. It's different when you're a kid. Same as this, you have the childhood stubbornness and the adult frustration, yeah. As a kid, you're like, man, it took me like 4 weeks to work this out and I had to wait for the magazine to come out, but it was so cool and then we finished it. I remember that with Silent Hill. As an adult, you're like, nah, this is fucking bollocks. This is really annoying. I don't want to do this. This fucking sucks. May every pencil be perfectly sharpened but break. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I know. May every pencil look like it's sharp, but when you go to write on it, it's always that really crap bit of the graphite that isn't quite good enough. You always have to like turn the pen or turn the pencil to get the nice bit of the graphite, you know? You know, you write a little bit, you're like, oh, my handwriting looks way worse with that side. I'll twist it a bit. There we go, it's a bit better. Every time. Yeah.
Warning. Third energy output is approaching critical point.
That's good.
Cease operation immediately.
I refuse. That's what the lead is, a mixture of graphite and clay,
Danger. Third energy output is approaching critical point.
I really hope every time that designer is like chilling out in the evening and the windows are open, a moth comes in and flaps around his face.
Remember, there's no turning back once it overloads.
Then we won't look back. Crank that sucker. Go out with a boom.
That was really anticlimactic.
Generator has surpassed.
A wasp? No, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be painful. I just want it to be mildly inconvenient. You know, just like slightly annoying.
Almost down. Evacuate immediately.
Oh, guys, sorry, I've got a good one. How about every single time you go to undo your shoelaces, like when you're about to put your shoes on and you pull the laces, it knots. And you have to then pick up the shoe and then get your fingers in there, undo the knot, and you swear a little bit like, I'm already late, fuck, this is annoying. And then you gotta, get that. Then you put it on, and then you have to do it again. Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. May your shoes forever knot. Yeah. How mildly inconvenient. It's like a series of slightly inconvenient curses.
The ceiling! Move it!
Oh no! Wait, why did he save it?
What was the point in saving me? How pathetic.
Well, that escalated quickly. Why did he say it? I have no idea actually. Maybe he's got like, maybe that's his task or something. Where am I going? Do I go to rescue Gale? Or am I supposed to leave, do you reckon? May your fork always scrape on the bottom of the plate. Oh, that's evil. I like it. Pretty sure I killed this asshole already. Oh. I can't actually get past it. Pardon me. Oh, leave it off, mate. I'm fucking busy. Dramatic music stops, I guess is where we were supposed to go.
Okay. Just get Kirk. Hurry.
You're
Take it easy,
okay?
Gale.
No. Take this. Tagged him with transmitter.
Gale. Gale.
Pulse transceiver. Alright. So he's up that way now, okay. What a tragedy. I didn't save Gale. Aw. Oh, no, he's fine. I thought he was dead. That was a lot of blood. Apparently he's okay. Sorry.
Overload levels are
Premature
easy.
death. He's fine.
Just a little more. Looking good. Gale, what happened to him?
I don't know.
A bowl of tomato
Kirk's
sauce
gone.
crushed him. It was tragic. He now smells
I'm
like
gonna
baked
kill him.
beans. He smells like cheap hot dogs. Oh, nice.
This is it. All that's left is our escape. Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
What about him? It's a miracle we're still alive at this point. Forget about him.
Don't forget the mission. You're not here to babysit.
Sorry, but I have a conscience. I'm taking you back, now.
No. You two get going. I'm going after Kirk.
Oh yeah, dude, sure.
What? You're insane! Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore.
I'm
Staying
insane.
here any
What?
longer is suicide.
I know. I'm not back in 30 minutes. You two make your escape without me.
Hey, do something!
Gale's idea. Put priority on the mission. Got Rick's idea. Ignore your duty and go after your comrade. I don't know. Are we gonna try and go after Dr. Kirk, or are we gonna try and rescue Gale? I guess we should rescue Gale, right? Like, there's always like new Dr. Kirk, so we could always get a different one, like a different shop, I think. Both have different endings. Oh, should we make it like a save state then, in case we want to do something different? Let's try it. We'll make a save state. Alright. That's the benefit of emulators, really. I don't normally use save states in these kind of things, but I think this is the perfect place for it. Let's do Rick's idea first then. Let's go get Gale.
Gale!
man's got internal bleeding. Just fucking lamp him one.
Come on.
That's hilarious. Gale! Kapoof! He immediately shits his guts out. Sorry about that, Gale. My bad. Wait, which was the spooky door? This way, right? Yeah, now he's definitely dead, yeah. Maybe. Is this the wibbly corridor? Will I save it? No, I've just save stated it, it'll be fine. He's about to die, we have to punch him. The clown music's back. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Dun 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 dun. The multiplier, shit. What's that? What can I multiply again? Medpack, sure. Neat. Dun 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 dun. He's gonna die. Hit him. This looks just... If I gotta do a fucking crane puzzle again, I'm gonna shit. I think we're good, actually. Oh, goodies. You gotta use the crane to hit the T-Rex. That'd be hilarious and awful. Where's the map? What is this music? It's trying to outfuck the basement theme from Resident Evil.
Okay, let's get out of here.
We can't. At least not yet. It needs fuel and some repairs before it'll move.
I'll take care of the fuel then.
It looks like this thing is powered by some type of nuclear energy. Here, put the fuel in this.
What? 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 I see. I mean, a nuclear hovercraft sounds a bit risky, but you know. Imagine... Yeah, I suppose I should. Imagine the overtime scene from Resident Evil, like, they're about to get off on the hovercraft, the little jet ski at the end. And you're about to push, and it's like, and Leon's like, oh, Butterfingers, I forgot the fucking keys! Where did I leave the keys? And Ashley's like, Leon, I think I saw them with Sadler. And you're like, ah, BRB.
Lewd.
Wait, I forget to mention, I'm glad you didn't get hurt by the ball pit TwitchCon. Yeah, that's really bad, isn't it? That's I saw that. That's fucking awful. Like, legitimately terrible. Thank you very much for the donation, Billy Nacho. Thank you very, very much. The nuclear... What is that? What is that? What is this? This is a PlayStation mouse. Don't think anything of it. What is that? What is... Okay. I never... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I just want to check something. Nucleum fuel. I'm going to get put on a watch list for this. Let's do it. Do you mean nuclear fuel? No, I mean nucleum. Nucleum is from Dino Crisis. Fuck off. Fuck off, Google. Bastard. At TwitchCon, a lady was jumping in the foam pit, and she jumped in like bum first, like with her legs up in the air, like, you know, because it was made out of foam, it's supposed to be soft. And she ended up going straight on her tailbone and breaking her back. I got the nucleum. It reads full. Well, thank fuck for that. This is where the T-Rex attacks me, right? Look at that camera angle. T-Rex? T-Rex? It was too shallow, yeah, and the poor lady broke her back. Yeah, which is an absolute nightmare. And someone else dislocated their knee. Someone's gonna get sued for that.
Lewd. Good enough?
Please don't throw that! Oh my god. Bad as the fuckers with the shotgun.
It's the T-Rex again.
Yay.
That's me. You just work on getting that thing fixed.
Right.
What do you mean leave it to it? He doesn't know where we are, guys. It's a T-Rex. It's not a fucking detective. I got a butt plug. What am I going to do with that? Okay. There's no plug here. Okay. You can smell me. Thank you for the biddies, Noble. Thank you again, Nacho, for the lovely, lovely donation. That was very kind. Ah, here we go. That makes more sense. Okay, what have we even got in here? I'm full, actually. Can I mix anything before we do this? Yeah. 3 large med packs are made. Interesting. I might leave one of the med packs in here. Oh, actually, I can sort them. Sorry. There we go. Intensifier. Okay. Ah, whatever. Fuck it. Alright. This is a red box with no ammo in it. It's a scam. Alright, let's go. I don't know where the T-Rex is. I guess he's in this big room. No, it's fine. I guess he's in this big room here. Yeah, he's like that, isn't it? Yeah. I love the idea of the T-Rex... Wait, hang on a fucking minute. How did the T-Rex get through the... Oh, they're about to explain that. Yay! T-Rex! 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 I mean, T-Rex are cool, though. I kind of like them. T-Rex... Wait, did he just hit his own tail? Dude, that was stupid.
Intruder detected at port. Lockdown in progress.
Intruder? Okay, okay. Sorry, hold on. I've got to say this. I've got to say it'll bug me otherwise. How does the computer know that the dinosaurs is a fucking intruder? How does it know what how is it programmed for dinosaurs? This was an accident that went wrong. Like, was Dr. Kirk going like, man, I wonder if I should set up an anti-dinosaur protocol just in case I accidentally go back to like the Jurassic period or something? Yeah, probably worth it. You never know. Fucking weird. It's like, computer's like, intruder detected. Intruder approximately 25 feet tall. Has teeth the size of like, has teeth the size of a fucking like dumbbell. Okay, sure. Absolutely. It didn't go off so clear. It had to be the dinosaur. Yeah. Alright. It didn't have its ID card. Yeah, it says like Mr. Rex on an ID card. Fire? Fire what? Wait, what? Okay, my bad.
Lewd.
Oh, I got better. It's fine. I got my pills. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. T-Rex was fired, yeah. Fuck you, prick. Is the T-Rex on the PlayStation demo CD? Is this the one that's on there? On all the magazines? I didn't, not that I sped up the perfectly real PlayStation or anything, but you know. I just realised, have I actually equipped the remote control?
Intruder detected at port. Lockdown in progress.
Thank you, Madsy. Thank you very much for the abilities again. Thank you. So I gotta run, I gotta spin, shoot. Is that important? I feel that might be important. Fucking keyboard.
Get down!
Wait, you missed the fucking T-Rex? Did you mean to miss the T-Rex? I feel it's a big enough target.
All set? It's time to make like a tree and get out of here.
Oh, I mean, you didn't want to hurt the T-Rex, I guess. Oh no, it can swim! Fuck!
Boy, I say it's time to...
Oh shit! Oh no, the T-Rex! Oh no, oh no,
Blast! It's gonna overtake us!
Yay! I feel kind of bad for the T-Rex though. I mean, I was kind of rooting against him, but then he started to swim, and I was like, he actually just wants to live, and now we're dickheads. Like, we've gone from being saviors to dickheads, and that's not cool. Wait, that's our ending? You having a fucking giraffe? I went through that entire thing, and you gave me that? That's upsetting. Oh, thank goodness I got a really piss-poor monochrome, reasonably slow, like, playback of the game I just played, which is kind of interesting as well. There's 3 endings. I guess the ending is we escaped, and that's the nice bit, right? Are we assuming there's anything after the credits, or should I just reload the save state and then try the other thing, the other ending? What do you reckon? Save state. This is legit PS1. It's a modded one. It's a chip. I've chipped it. It's fine. There's a mission recap. Okay. Hold fire for the glitchiness. This is not actually that much faster. I guess it... Wait, do I recognise any of those voice actors? No. Wait, the T-Rex is gonna make it! Well, I guess he didn't in this... Or is that showing the T-Rex how he got to us, I guess? I don't know, I feel kind of bad for him still. It's the ending, here's Regina's tits. Thanks, game. Presented by Kakapkakapom. I like it.
You have mail.
I wish my spam was that exciting.
The final report of Operation Dr. Kirk.
Operation Dr. Kirk.
Regina. Dr. Kirk. Status unknown.
Get the mouse off the screen,
Due
amateur.
to unforeseen elements of the area, we were unable to recapture Dr. Kirk. His survival is unknown.
No, he's dead, probably. I mean, it'd be the T-Rex didn't make it, you know?
Status alive.
Gale did survive.
Yay!
He is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick. Status alive.
Yay!
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Regina. Status alive.
Well, thank goodness for that.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Tom. Status.
Oh, not Tom!
Deceased.
Ah.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
I mean...
Cooper. Status unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission and have not heard from him since
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cooper.
Mission complete.
Yeah. 6 hours, 23 minutes. 26 saves. You're not penalising me for saving, are you? Better not be.
Operation instructions.
Oh, that's alright, no worries. I could have done more. Wait, what? A special gift? Excellent, you got mad skills! That's so fucking stupid. I've got a new costume. Use the saved out. Okay, that's an interesting costume. I've got mad skills. You heard the game. I'm fucking cool, guys. I keep telling you this. Oh my god, the clear. I love the little icon. Just like we get to signify which costume you got by the titties. So if I load my clear data, how do we choose our costume then? Is it like a special menu? I'm kind of curious what they look like. To be honest, I'm not taking the piss out of that though. I actually always appreciate like unlocking costumes like as a little unlockable. It's fun. Oh, there's an extra one, yeah. So we got short shorts, Regina. He looks kind of like Becky actually, army type, and battle type, which is a corset? Shrug? Can I actually see it in game? I'd have to wait for the entire...
You have mail.
I don't want to... Oh, I can skip the cutscenes now. Fucking nice. Hey, Kigo! Undertale's done! How was it? Did it all go right? We'll reload the save state. I mean, legitimate save in a second.
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially
I kind of
over.
wanted Gale in this as well. I thought that'd have been pretty fun.
The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Hey everybody, we just finished Dino Crisis, and we unlocked a
maybe this has been
costume.
a
I think
wild
this is
night
the
at
sex
party
outfit
with
one.
the guards. You know.
Hold on. Blah 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 blah.
Stay here, Junior. Leave
Blah, blah,
first.
blah, blah, blah.
Hey, you told me. Forget about it. Just like Gale handled this.
Alright, cool. That's what the costume looks like. Fine. Right then. Let's turn back time and go for Gale's idea.
Kirk must be after the stabilizer.
Why did you let him go?
I'm finally beginning to understand him. He's a professional, first and foremost. It's the only way he operates.
You're right.
I am?
And it's up to me to do my part as well. I'll
Nice.
make sure everything's ready to go as soon as you get back.
Okay, so we now need to go after, oh, Jesus. So we're going up there. So to get there, where are we? We're there. We go up the stairs, through that room, Okay, fine. I think I know where to go. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Will I save it? No! I'm very good. I never play. I actually own both. I think I own both Fear Effects on the PS1. And I don't think I've played either of them, weird enough. Your route had a shit in nuclear. A T-Rex was Aggie. We had a very angry T-Rex that we sorted. What's great is that the T-Rex in this is like superhuman, right? Like, a T-Rex is gonna be dangerous, but I'm pretty sure a grenade to the face would probably kill it. Haha, you should. Oh no. Cheers, Gary, appreciate the raid. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm glad you're onto that one, alright? The nucleum. Love it. There's a Spinosaur in her. I'm hoping it's not a bad dinosaur. Uh-oh, it's a bad dinosaur. I heard the Fear Effects getting a remaster, yeah, but they've been saying that for ages now.
You got your man, Gale.
You're not one to forget a grudge, are you?
Come on, let's go.
Regina, take this.
Disc?
It contains all the information on the third energy,
Oh, nice.
including the details on how to use it as a weapon. Once we deliver this disc to our government, our real mission will be complete.
Makes sense.
Just as I suspected.
What do you mean our real mission? Our mission is to take back Dr. Kirk.
That was the official lie they fed you. Your boss only wanted the data from the very beginning.
What are you talking about?
Don't you get it, girl? It's so obvious.
Rude.
The government doesn't want me. They want the third energy. They want this weapon all to themselves.
The only thing they've managed to do with this is make dinosaurs
Right from
appear.
the very beginning.
I mean, it is kind of cool, I guess.
Our government knew that Kirk's project had to be some type of weapon. I
Like
mean,
a little
just
T-Rex
think
in
about
military
it.
fatigues.
A staged, accidental death. Political asylum.
Does Kirk have cleavage? I don't know. Does Kirk got a nice set of
Secret
titties?
non-weapon project at a hidden
Sound like you, Kirk.
military base. And you know how this country has always been famous for developing new weapons in secret. Our government knew that there was a new weapon.
Our
They
government.
wanted
It's
it. Our
it's-
real mission was to ascertain all information
the
on
United States
weapon
of Mystery.
so that only our country can exploit it.
Our country.
Dr. Kirk's just a bonus.
I can't believe it.
Ha! You naively called me a devil before.
It does look like he has cleavage, doesn't it?
But if you think about it,
Good for
you
you,
know
Kirk.
who the true devil is.
I don't understand, Gale. Why didn't you tell us?
Yeah, Gale.
I can only guess that the two of you were too clean to be trusted by the top brass.
And what about you?
I didn't want to put either of you in danger. What you didn't know couldn't hurt you.
This has all been quite enlightening, but can we go now?
You're right. Let's go, Gale.
Oh no, it turns out punching him's better for his health.
And this is the reward for a lifetime of service to the government. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah! Fuck him. I got the secret disc. Discs plural, I guess. They say hour too much to be anyone else, yeah? Eagle Land. I guess because maybe when he ran up the stairs, he got like, he pulled like something. He did. Rip.
Let's go then.
Nice. This way. Yeah, rip. He was a good man. Daddy! What a shame. Terrible way to die. He died from plot reasons. The most upsetting way to die. What did you die of? Plot. Ugh. Fuck. Not plot. Sure. What did I end up multiplying last time? Was it anything cool? Yeah. Yeah. They're nice. Alright. I have the dick to feed this dude to a dino. Oh no. Let's not do that. Wait, now we got. Wait, what's going on now? Wait, what? Who killed the. Wait. Oh no, Rexy! Oh, that's genuinely quite upsetting. Who killed Rexy? That's a bit of tragic. It looks impossible to escape through. Just go round, Regina. Jesus. Poor Rexy. Mecha Rexy, could you imagine? It's Ridley from Metroid. I guess we'll just leave. Oh, that's quite distressing. You thought he was dead? He suddenly puts on like a fucking Michael Myers mask. Oh, wait, we don't need to repair it this time? Wait, what? Rexy was 3 days from retirement. Oh, we're gonna have to shoot Rexy on the way out. Okay, that's... Okay! Have I never played this before? No, I haven't, Dark War. No. This is my first time playing it. Please, do we have to have a shootout with Rexy on the hovercraft? Kirk sat there at the back like the fucking kid. Think about what you've done, Kirk, you little penis. Rexy, the next Dead by Daylight killer. Can you imagine a fucking T-Rex in Dead by Daylight? Try and do a generator to eat you.
He's back! I was beginning to miss our reptilian groupie.
Really?
Shut up and steer. I'm gonna take care of this once and for all.
Here, take this with you, and be careful.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this! Is it the same as before? I will use the plug. I know. There we go. Do you know what I'm also going to do? I'm just ignore to. Just save it here, in case I flub it. Rather than do all again. Yes, Rexy! Wait, how fast is he swimming? Holy shit! This fucking dude. He's Sonic Reptile. Let's go. He's panting with his alarms. Aww. He's not really achieving a lot, to be honest.
Regina! Oh, finish this.
I thought he said Alfida saying.
Stay down!
Oh no! Oh my god, that's even worse way for Rexy to die. Poor fucker.
Well, that's that. Game over, folks.
After this mission, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at a croc skin bag the same way.
What the fuck? What was that about?
Oh!
Whoopsie daisy! This is the Michael Myers of T-Rexes. Look at this guy. He's so good. No! He's still alive. What did she say? Sorry, hold on. She said, after this mission, I'll never be able to look at a croc skin bag the same way again. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, playing this is like huffing some fucking paint or something. Like, I've just done like, I don't know, I've done like a line of crocodile, and I'm just trying to like work out what the fuck is going on. You like do a mission, so I was like, ha ha ha, we almost became reptile food. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Everyone is dead.
End of the line for you, handsome. You're extinct!
I'm sorry, what? End of the line for you, handsome. You're extinct! Yeah! Honestly, that was kind of amazing. Regina Scaly confirmed. Oh no. Handsome handbag. Too right. Alright, let's scoot our way through the credits quickly. So we can get to the report.
Lewd.
Guess it's slightly different. No, you're extinct! Regina blows up. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so what's this third ending then? Is that where you got to do like a mixture of Rick's and Gale's missions throughout the game, I guess? Escanor T-Rex. That's just kind of amazing. Thank you, Noble, for the biddies. Thank you very, very much. Regina is badass. Honestly, even though the last, like, quarter of the game was slow as fuck and a bit obnoxious, like, I don't think it ruined the overall thing. I think overall it's still really fun. Man, the end music's so Metroidy, it's kind of weird. Or is you knock out Gale and then you do it yourself, so you save Gale and get Mei-Tu?
You have mail. The final report of Operation...
Yeah, Rex is just going shit, explosion.
Name, Regina.
Regina.
Dr. Kirk. Status, recaptured.
Woohoo!
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
Oh, of course he is. What a wiener.
Gale. Status, deceased.
Due to uncontrollable circumstances, Gale had to sacrifice himself in order to protect the target.
Rick. Status, alive.
Yeah,
Rick is
I guess we've
currently
recaptured
analyzing
him.
the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Maybe he was captured before?
Regina.
Yeah, maybe?
Status, alive.
I'm alright.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
How do you even, like... Oh no, not Tom! Ah, not again! Ugh.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
Why did you call it a giant reptile as opposed to a fucking T-Rex?
Status, unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission, and have not heard from him since then.
Cooper's so forgettable, he doesn't even have a face in the ending screen.
Status, recovered.
The military R&D department is currently analyzing its contents.
Mission complete.
Mission accomplished. Fish and nailed, I guess. Honestly, I think this ending is funnier because we got, like, Michael Myers T-Rex, which honestly kind of made my day. It's actually legitimately really funny.
Operation instructions.
Is this where he tells me I can do better? Thank you for completing. Okay. I could have done more. It's true. Do I get my really silly end screen again? Is it the same one? Mad skills! I love it. Thank you for my mad skills. I like Regina's hair though. I think it's I'm trying to. I want to say it was reasonably unusual that you had someone with like hair like hers. Back then. Looks nice. And we still got the costumes, I guess. Yeah. We get the army one, the quote army one. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna say it because we already did. I guess we did one. Whatever. Not even wicked skills. Damn. Oh, but alright, isn't it? Oh man, it always looks like his toes broke. Looks deeply unpleasant. Like, I feel like Dino Friend needs to see a doctor. Looks kind of painful. That was yeah, genuinely really fun. Get this remake. So what's the second and third ones like then, overall? They came out of nowhere. You're extinct. That's true. I mean, these lines were in fact said. Dino is too more actiony. Ending 3, apparently you need to do the like an equal amount of Gale and Rick's ones throughout the game, I guess. Second one's faster paced, and the third one is what the fuck am I playing? Let's have a look. Let's just Google this a minute. Nucleum, fuck's sake. Dino Crisis 2. Let's see what's out there like. It came out like a year later? That made that pretty quick, didn't they? Is Regina wearing the same outfit? Looks like she is. Oh no, maybe something slightly different. Dino Crisis 2. It looks like the artist for Dino Crisis 2 is the SNK artist, what it looks like. It's got that sort of very similar SNK art. Weird. Dino Crisis 2 intro. Interesting, they made Regina more like the Regina on the box, I guess. That's kind of cool. Wait, knockout Gale and then go after... Oh, really? You can just do that yourself, can you? Do we just do that, do you reckon? Sorry, Nacho. Should we just do that? Should we finish off with all 3 endings? Yeah, shall we? Alright. Alright. Well, luckily, here's one I saved earlier. I really thought you'd have to, like, do something throughout the entire game or whatever. Oof! Yeah, eat shit, mate.
Thanks. That G.I. Joe deserved it. Come on.
Man's been, like, absolutely wrecked, and Rick is just like, yeah, fuck this prick. So now we just... Yeah, whatever. So now we can just go... Why ending the second game considered canon? That's actually kind of interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Dinosaurs. So do you reckon this music is better or worse than the basement theme from Resident Evil? Oh wait, did I zap him? Lol. Exoprimal legitimately looks like Dino Crisis. It's even got a red-headed lady as like the main character. Like, I kind of wonder if Exoprimal, Exocrisis. I kind of wonder if Exoprimal is like a stealth reboot of Dino Crisis. I don't know. Exactly, pumpkin. Yeah. All right, mate. Latest nerd. Wait, he's not in here? Wait, what? Guys? Guys, he's not here. Did he move? What the fuck? It's in a different place! Okay, luckily I have a solution for this. Cough, cough.
Thanks. That's it. Come on.
So, did I actually do this wrong? Or have I got to go there first? Oh no, you do have to go there first. Oh, so you got to like follow it. Oh no, that's even worse. I jumped the gun, guys. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. The gun was officially jumped. That's my bad. MB. We gotta go back to the keyboard cat again. That wasn't canon. No. Yes. Definitely hubris. I don't want to save the game, leave me alone. It is pretty funny. What a crisis this is. Maximum speed. Maximum dinosaur. Oh my god, I'm just imagining the T-Rex with the fucking nanosuit from Crisis. With like the helmet, but it's like a T-Rex shape. That would be amazing. They call him Dino Prophet. Maximum teeth. So now we're like, shit, where is he? What a shock. Why is he not here? Oh my god, he's in this other room. Is there any quick way of actually getting back down there? From this room? So how did Dr. Kirk get through the dinosaurs? I guess I gotta go back the way I came then, and then... Is that the implication here? I guess so. Yeah, okay. Did they do this to be mean, do you think? Bear in mind that there's only one way out of here. I feel that we probably would have ran into him, right? Is Kirk moving between rooms? I guess that's the implication, yeah. He's still there right now, so okay. I guess I just head back there, I think. This is a little bit awkward, but I guess the idea is he's running or whatever. Pardon me. Come through. Right, you. So I go past where the T-Rex was originally now, and go back that way, I think. Oh, mad skills. Was this the right? Is this the right door? I think it was. it! The Dark Spoonforge, thank you very much for the resub. That was very kind of you, thank you very much. I hope you've been enjoying the stream, thank you for that. We have a new Huey emote now, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet. It's Huey, and he's like doing the Huey jam. It's good shit. I'm gonna save it here. Yeah, Huey jam! That's what I'd say. Huey, Huey, Huey. What is love, baby? Don't hurt. Someone's do some fan art of Regina and Joe hanging out. I bet they have, to be honest. It feels like something that should happen already. You get Huey from Metal Gear Solid 5? No, that'd be terrible. No, the good Huey. Huey. Come on, Huey. What the fuck? How did Kirk get all the way over here? The scene? Alright, Kirk. You motherfucker. Yeah, you deserve that. There was no way you're gonna get the drop on Gina.
What are you doing? Answer me! What have you been doing?
Fool!
Just been destroyed by the T-Rex.
I caught the doctor, Rick. There's a chopper over here we can use to escape.
Oh, great. I'm heading over now.
Good. I'll pick you up ASAP. Hurry!
Wait, where are we going now? Will I take the grenade? Oh, this is the mandatory T-Rex fight, I guess. Wait, if I chuck Kirk in the helicopter unconscious? Excellent. Yeah, fuck that prick. Wait, did what? Wait, you're not actually wanting me to go all the way back there, are you? That might be really sad. It doesn't want me to do that, does it? Guys? Guys, it doesn't want me to go back there, does it? Guys? Ah, we're gonna get wrecked. Oh, hey guys.
That T-Rex is right behind us. We gotta move fast.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Sup, Rexy? I feel Rexy needs a cowboy hat.
Rick, faster!
Oh no, no, Rexy! Oh no! No, no, oh, no, oh. Rexy. Oh, dude.
Now!
Maybe he's probably fine. He's probably alright. He's fine. Yes, he's alright. Look at that. He's alright. Good for you, Rexy. He's fine. He's got strong neck muscles. He's like my bunny from 14. All that nodding. Oh, there's the scene with the T-Rex running down the tunnel. That's really good. Oh, I don't have to shoot it. He's not a very difficult boss if you just wait for him to open his mouth. I feel a little bit bad for him, actually. I'm not even moving, I'm just sort of standing and waiting. Oh, he's got more gunfire this time. Only a little bit more, actually. He's done. Oh, he's slowing down. Do you know what it is? Rexy, he just wants to get on the helicopter with us. That's all he wants. I mean, who can blame him? Helicopters are pretty cool. Please don't drop a bomb on Rexy. He doesn't deserve it. He's been through too much. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just leave, he'll be fine.
That dinosaur just doesn't give up.
He's hungry. It's, you know. Dinosaur's just following the escape plan. You know it says like follow the green sign to the emergency exit? That's what he's doing.
He's still after us!
I'm gonna flash fry that Dino Dodo.
Dino Dodo? Wait, was that the Smash Bros home run noise? Whee! Game! Yeah. Man, that T-Rex gets fucked in all of the endings. I was kind of hoping the extra ending would be the T-Rex like gets to leave with us, and we give him like a little bow tie or something. We did it! We got all 3 endings actually. Woo! Good shot, Nacho. Oh, have I got to skip the? I got to skip this bit again. Crispy. A new record! Break the target, or break the Rexy. Cave woman outfit. Pretty? That's hilarious. Honestly, Rexy grew on me for the game. At first, Rexy was like giving me game overs all the time, and I was like, Rexy, you're such a card, dude. And then, but now I feel kind of bad that we just keep blowing him up, and every ending we got is Rexy just eating shit. It's like, man, he doesn't deserve that. Yay. Here we go. Honestly, he was really good at swimming. Like, fair play to him. Maybe there's a T-Rex in Dino Crisis 2 and it's the same one.
You have mail.
I love mail. Show me.
The final report of Operation Dr.
You have mail.
Agent name, Regina.
Would you like harder peens?
Dr. Kirk.
Oh, not again.
Status, recaptured.
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
Woo!
Gale. Status, alive.
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
That's alright.
Rick. Status, alive.
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
That's alright.
Regina. Status, alive.
That's me.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Woohoo!
Tom. Status.
Oh, Tom.
Deceased.
Every time it gets
Tom
me.
was attacked and killed by a
Poor
giant
Tom.
reptile that was inhabiting the island. He will be missed.
That's the 3rd time and I'm still not over it.
Status.
Yeah, fuck Cooper, no one cares.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission.
Those T-Rex only has one eye. Is it actually the same one, Dose? That's so funny if it is.
Mission complete.
Thank you for the biddies, dude. Alright, we did it. Normal. 0. I guess we still technically only have 1 out of 3 endings, right? Because we've reloaded it every single time, yeah? Maybe Cooper is the T-Rex. He got transported into being a T-Rex. That'd be pretty weird.
Operation instructions.
Do I get a good job now for doing it properly? However, you... What? What? Is it because I haven't saved all the other endings or whatever? I don't know, I thought that was pretty good. Mad skills again! Yes! I like it. Regina has really tiny hands in that picture. Like that, she's got really long fingers and tiny hands. I guess unless we actually get all 3 endings, we probably don't unlock the last costume, I'm guessing. But we've now actually technically got all 3 endings. I like it. That's pretty efficient. Let's do it. Oh shit! Save it here. Oh, you have to play with a new costume, dude, to like to get like the other one. Okay. He's judging if that scene with the stabilizer. Well, the T-Rex or the other guy. Honestly, the stabilizer thing makes me sad, man. Makes me sad. Oh, we did it. Nice. And we've actually beaten, like, we got every ending, which is cool. Yeah, pretty good. I would say, if I'm going to be completely honest, you know, if we are, of course, realizing the fact this game is over 20 years old. It is an old game. Absolutely. But I would say, overall, really good fun. I think the generator section at the end of the game was a massive, what's the word? Pace issue. Like, where it just sort of stopped the pace of the game real bad. And it became like a bit of an obnoxious fetch quest rather than the sort of fun mystery dinosaur avoiding that we had previously. But it's not enough to ruin the experience. And I think once you know what to do, if you ever played it again, it would be obviously a lot less frustrating, and it would be much more manageable anyway. There's a lot of busy work in there that you would actually cut out on a second playthrough simply because you know what to do. But overall, I think really good. Yeah, like, it's always nice to play old games and realize that for the most part they hold up really well. Like, there's a couple of things that I think make it show its age quite a bit. The not showing the files you've read thing is unfortunate. And I feel that that's another one of those things like, in a more modern game that just wouldn't have happened. Like, you'd have the files available to you to read, so that you wouldn't have to, like, scribble everything down on a piece of paper or whatever. What's the other thing that I think would be relatively useful? Excuse me. Sorry about that. What's another thing that I think? The map is the other big one, I think. The map is really bad. The map shows you what room you're in. It doesn't show you where you are in that room. It doesn't really show... And the map itself is kind of hard to navigate. But the stairwells are particularly a bit awkward. If I use my loop points, can I be named the T-Rex in the second game? If I remember, and you remember, sure, why not? I like it. Let's go for it, dog bro. I'm game. Honestly, yeah, pretty solid. I'm trying to think out of the classic PlayStation games I've played. If we're considering Parasite Eve in that as well, right? We're considering Parasite Eve. So what classic PlayStation games that I've never played before have I played now on stream? Let's have a think. I played Resident Evil 2, which I never played on the PS1. Parasite Eve 1 and 2, Dino Crisis 1. Is there any of those we've done on the PS1 that I never played? It's probably those 4, I guess, for now. And I think... what's been my favourite? I reckon Parasite Eve 1 actually was probably my favourite. Out of the ones we've played so far. No, I played Legacy game before, though. I think overall Parasite Eve 1 was my favourite. I think then... probably Dino Crisis, second. Bear in mind, they're all really good, actually. They're all really good. Did I play Third Birthday? I did a little bit, actually, yeah. I did. Yeah, unfortunately. It was really bad. It was really, really bad. Yeah, that was a shame. We played... I did one stream of it. I did one stream of the Third Birthday on the PS Vita emulator. It was real dog shit. Which is kind of upsetting. Bah. I jumped ship before it got super dumb. Yeah. I had to. It was just the actual game was just really messy. Yeah, I mean, all of the games I played that I've never played, the PS1 classics, like, have been really good. But I think overall, Parasite Eve is my favourite overall. Followed by Dino Crisis. Followed by Resident Evil 2. Followed by Parasite Eve 2. But they're all within, like, a fraction of each other. They're all really fun. Like, all of these have been a good laugh. This got a bit frustrating, but it kind of made up for it by being fucking hysterical. Like, this is funny. It is a funny game. Like, that is having a good laugh. Like, the idea of these like, a survival horror game with dinosaurs and guns is absurd, and it's really funny. And they kind of roll with it, and I like it a lot. Like, some of the voice lines and stuff are so stupid. Like, fucking Regina's comment about the handbag. Like, what? Who looks at a T-Rex and thinks about a fucking crocodile handbag? Like, what are you even smoking? Regina, you've been huffing the fucking stabilizer for too long or something. Christ. But Parasite Eve was really, really good. Like, that was an incredibly impressive experience overall. Like, Parasite Eve, barring, like, a few bits of weirdness with the cutscenes, I feel that if you modernize the graphics, it would stand up fairly well today, like, without any real changes. Like, a good fun game that has a cool combat system with the RPG mechanics in it. Like, really nice. Like, this... Like, if I think of all, like, how well games have aged, in the terms of if you modernize them, right, Resident Evil 2 is pretty up there as well. I mean, the Resident Evil 2 remake, you ignore that for a minute. If you just HD'd the graphics of the way that classic Resi 2 plays, like, to a modern game, like Resident Evil 2 remake's graphics, but entirely in the old style, I think Resident Evil 2 would hold up fine. Like, if you, like, it mostly has the mechanics there to be perfectly fine. The odd obtuse puzzle may be at a push, but generally really good. Oh yeah, the fucking bat stuff was, that was pretty sad, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the sewer section. Maybe I rubbed that out of my mind a little bit. Parasite Eve 1 was like that. Dino Crisis 1 would need some changes. I think Dino Crisis 1 needs the ending reworked, like the actual generator ending. It's too unnecessarily fiddly, but not in a fun way. It's just kind of a bit crap. And, oh sorry Meg, did I wake you up? Sorry, am I yapping too loud? It's just a bit unnecessarily crap, I think. And the item box thing is a bit silly. I like what they were doing, it was a bit messy though. Yeah, it had active time battle combat, which was really fun, yeah. Have I tried Classic Resi 3? No, actually. We were going to try it, but my other perfectly legitimate PlayStation wasn't working very well at the time. But we could actually do it now. I've got it downloaded already. I mean, the disc right next to me here on the desk, so we could just do it. Yeah, honestly, like, Parasite Eve 1 is just cool. Like, it feels fun to play, and the crazy powers you get is great. And the story, the thing is, the story for Parasite Eve is kind of intriguing. I mean, sure, if you took a shot every time someone said mitochondria, you'd be dead in, like, 30 minutes. But overall, it's really fun, and intriguing enough that I had no idea where it was going and what they were doing with it. Like, the opening in the Opera House, where everyone just catches fire, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? This is cool. I like it. The Nucleum thing is really weird, and so funny. Yeah, Regina skin's quite cool. It's kind of a shame that Regina didn't get a Jill skin, really. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Indeed! I have to remember that forever. Every time I hear mitochondria in anything now, I can think about the Parasite Eve. Which is funny. What else? That's it for the PlayStation 1 games that I've never played before. Because all the others that we've played, I've done before. Like, you know, Metal Gear Solid and stuff. Like, whatnot. No, Metal Gear pretty well. I mean, Metal Gear Solid's a classic, of course. Like, really good fun. At some point, I'd be interested to play Fear Effect. I wonder how well that holds up. I have it behind me, and I never played it. It's one of those games I meant to pick up and do at some point, and I thought it might be interesting. But I've never done it. So that could be an interesting one to look at some point. I also have Kudelka behind me, of course. Kudelka's an interesting one. With the prequel to Shadow Hearts. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what we'll do next to replace Dino Crisis. I want to do Nier Automata very soon. But I'm waiting for something first. So, a little bit of time before we start that. So I'm going to think about something else we might do in the meantime. There's a few bits I can think about doing. I've been kind of wanting to do a SNES RPG series, weirdly enough. I've been wanting to do Soul Blazer, Illusion of Time, and Terranigma, which as a trilogy, which are all really interesting in their own little ways. Illusion of Time and Terranigma are really like heavy story ones, which are quite fun. I actually let's played Illusion of Time once, which was really good. Neo 2, but we finished it. The other option is picking up Final Fantasy Origin at some point. Hello, Meg. Eat Band. Terranigma's incredible. I actually have my copy of Terranigma right behind me. My Super Nintendo. Where is it? There it is, up on the shelf. Can I actually get over here without stretching the cable too far? I can. There we go. Terranigma. That was a bit dusty. Need to clean it. There it is for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, PAL version. A boy's curiosity triggers the events that lead to the resurrection of life on this planet. Yay! Quite a rare game, Alternative, funny enough. Especially actually having a box and instructions as well. And a box that isn't crushed, no less. It's all fully in place. It's probably one of the more rare games I own, I think. Ages 3 to 10. Ah, Elspur, we don't see that anymore. Really good game. I think overall I prefer Illusion of Time, but truthfully I think that's nostalgia talking. I think realistically Terranigma is the better game. Like honestly. But Illusion of Time has a special place in my heart, I think, for just being pretty incredible. Jade Cocoon. I saw Catrononis play Jade Cocoon before, actually. Years and years and years and years ago when I was in America. I remember watching her and she played that. And that was a weird game. It was like a Pokemon-y sort of style thing, isn't it? If I remember right. A Final Fantasy story stream by expansion. I was thinking that, but I don't know how interesting or interested people would be in Final Fantasy 14 because if I did it'd be in for the long haul. That's the thing. It's not a short game. It's not a short game. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of listening to do. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite games ever, and I think the story is incredible. But it'd be enormous. Yeah, I'd be with like Fiki on that one. I think it wouldn't be. It's one of those games I think would be really interesting to play and do yourself. But I don't know. There's some really good story stuff. Like, there's some really. Yeah, that's the thing. Most MMOs are not super streamer friendly or streaming friendly. 14's not too bad when you do like the odd dungeon or whatever. Like you just hop on, you chat, you listen to a bit of music or whatever, and pop around. But you look at cutscenes of AR, they're 8 hours long. Oh yeah, and that's probably just up to 2.0 rather than 2.4. FF12. I'm always a bit wary about FF games. Like in RPG games, I don't know on stream because the big problem. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but the big problem with these kind of things. Let me put the artwork up so you actually got something to look at. I find with these games sometimes is you've got let's say 30 to 40 stream nights, right, of an RPG game on average. Yeah, give or take. But let's say you're a more casual viewer, yeah, and you pop in for a stream once a week, twice a week maybe. All of a sudden, you've missed huge parts of the story of this RPG. There's characters you don't recognise doing things on screen that you're not quite sure what's going on. Oh shit, well I better catch up with the VODs. The VOD's like 3 hours long. Okay, well, I'll catch it later. And then it's just, you get people who just you can't keep up with that. And these really, really big story-heavy games that are super long are quite difficult. Yakuza was like that, I think. Yakuza like 0 and 1 both start out really strong with people like dropping in and having a look, and I think by the end of it was more die-hard interested fans for it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's something I've got to be aware of when I consider streaming with these games. It's kind of like with Let's Plays as well. You have to sort of gauge interest in a way and worry about it. But you know what I would really like to do, actually, as a game that might be a good, more quick game that, while story-based, is still reasonably easy and fun to watch? I might actually get a window capture up for this. I put a trailer on for it. So I can be really cool and do it all in one go. Like a boss. Can I get a trailer for it? Let me just hide all the giraffe porn a second. I can't spell trailer. There we go. Oh, that's 4. I want one. I don't want review. God damn it. I just want the trailer. Not hard, is it? That was 6 years ago? Oh my god. Please help. How does age work? So I appreciate the thought, Kane. I really do. And I'd absolutely love to show it off. I really would. But again, I just don't know how people would sort of manage with it over a long period of time. Oh, thank you, Noble. That was really kind of you, dude. Thank you very much. Oops, that's the wrong capture. I hope it's not too loud.
Sega.
There's something about the way that window capture grabs the stuff that it really doesn't like. Oops, sorry. I don't know why YouTube and streaming and the capture windows is getting a bit funny recently. I'll have to look into OBS. It's being a bit weird. I'd like to do this again. Because VC is a really interesting game. Wait, did I say giraffe porn? No, nonsense. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, VC 1 and 4 are on the PC. It's one of my favourite games, actually, VC 1. Really, really... It's nice. It's got a nice story. It's not... Again, it's not crazy long. Wild Arms. Yeah, I have, actually. They're the RPG series on PlayStation. Valkyria Chronicles is a nice game. I actually have some figurines of Selvaria. I've got like 2 or 3 of them, weird enough. I also got a,
Lewd.
It's not the Edelweiss, I've got the other one. The 4th Games tank. I've got a figurine of that as well. Now you want a Valkyria Chronicles stream. Do you actually want that, Nacho? Thank you very much for the kind donation, dude. I think this would be a reasonably quick stream, so to speak. It'd be like maybe a couple of weeks worth. But for those who've never seen it, Valkyria Chronicles is a really fun, interesting game. And it's an absolute stunner on PC. Absolute stunner. This is weirdly enough a reasonably ugly like trailer from IGN, which is a bit strange. Then we do the sequel. Yeah, I was thinking about doing VC4 as well. I think we'll probably unfortunately never see another VC. Although I thought that after VC3 never got released over in delicious like Euroland, but you know. And Valkyria got some nice tunage as well. It's good stuff. Because I don't know if you've ever seen 4. Like 4's got a really nice. It's all set in the same like story. That's the announcement trailer. E3 trailer. Just do that, sure. YouTube, please. It does have the I actually have the. I have VC3. I have the actual. Not the mini disc. I forget what they called them now on the PSP. I have the PSP one as well for 2 and 3. But I've also got the translation patch on my Vita emulator or PSP emulator. What's interesting is, in my memory, weird enough, this is what I remember VC1 looking like. UMDs, that was it. This is what I remember VC1 looking like in my memory. And this is not, and it doesn't. This looks substantially better. The Telltale stuff is really good. I do want to do The Wolf Among Us on stream as well. I do want to do The Wolf Among Us on stream. We're not too far away from finishing Fufu, and we're still only 10 days into Spooky Month. I need to consider what else spooky we can do as well. Though then again, Faith 3 comes out this month. Faith 3 comes out, so that'll be a good spooky game. The VC games always have really nice stories. We did Alice not that long ago, actually. Ortiz. Yeah, I wouldn't watch the entire trailer, but it's a really good. It's definitely a really good one. What is up with my OBS eating? It's getting really stuttery for some reason on the fucking video player, and I'm not quite sure why. I think I need to update my OBS. Alone in the Dark. What, the slightly older one? Alone in the Dark. Like the. Trying to think which one it is then. Which one? Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark. The New Nightmare. It's not ignoring it. It's more of a case of trying to balance the what we're playing around. Like if I was a full-time streamer, like I didn't work, if you like and my main job was streaming, then I think we could get obviously we could get so many more games in, right? But I've got to consider what we can do within a 2.5 hour window each night. And so I try not to have too many things going at once. And it's just like Let's Plays. Sometimes you have to balance that with older games that you want to play. Wolf Among Us, for example. And then you've got newer releases, like horror releases that are coming out as well, or newer games that are coming out. You're aware you want to stream, and you kind of have to have that nice balance as well. You don't want to have nothing, ignoring all the new stuff, but at the same time, you don't want to do just, run off new game to new game to new game. You don't want to get through that backlog. And I do have a list, and I have a list of things I'm working slowly towards. Like I said, I want a couple of RPGs I'd like to do. The Wolf Among Us is one of the I want. Also, the game that I was very kindly gifted recently, which was Road 96, I would like to do. SCP Secret Files I'd like to do as well. I think that'd be good. That'd be good times to do. There's a few bits and pieces. Nightmare Creatures. Oof. I know the game reasonably well, and I'm not a huge fan of it. It was very cool at the time. Shadow Man. For some reason I got this thought I streamed Shadow Man, but did I not? Did I just play it myself? I think I might have just played it myself. A short bit. No, I remember playing through massive amounts of it. I must have just played it. Like a year or two back myself. I did one stream of Shadow Man. Oh, okay. Shadow Man's fun. Shadow Man's a cool game. We got to Jaunty. Ah, interesting. I didn't show much then. I just, like, the first 20 minutes or whatever. Nothing to be sorry for, Noble. No, nothing at all. It's a good suggestion, honestly, and I want to get around to it. It's the same with everything. Like, there's more... what's the right word? There's more thought that goes into what I stream sometimes than perhaps might meet the eye occasionally. Like, I kind of have to juggle what I think I would be fun for me to do versus what I think would be fun to watch. And some games that I absolutely love, but I think would be, like, bloody awful to watch. It's one of those sort of like trade-offs, I guess. It's kind of like I would love to do Final Fantasy 14 stream, like the story, like Kane suggested, but I know full well it's not everyone's cup of tea. And it's like that thing where you know someone who's really excited and they're telling you something that's really exciting, but you're not that interested in it. But you're excited that they're excited, and you're happy to listen to them talk to it for quite a bit, but you wouldn't want to listen to it every single day. And sometimes you just gotta realize that it's not always for you. When the remaster came out, you showed it off and said you were going to play it on stream. Please fell on deaf ears. Sorry. Shadow Man, the remaster for Shadow Man was really solid, actually. It was a really good one. There was some, I remember Rufus mentioning, I think there was was it Terminal Velocity, Terminal Reality, who did a prequel to Blood Rain? Or a game they did before Blood Rain that's supposed to be good, called, like, Nocturne, I think it was. That's supposed to be interesting. Yeah, Nocturne, yeah. Just throwing out ideas. StarCraft 2? Nah. No, I'm fucking terrible at RTSs. That'd be embarrassing. Plus Blizzard crap these days just doesn't do it for me. Blood Rain was a lot of fun. Blood Rain is the we want to make a game with a sexy jiggly vampire that just fucking murders Nazis. And it's like, you know what? It's not, yeah, it's just good fun, isn't it? It's just a good laugh. You can't go wrong with that, really. You just have a bit of a giggle with it. It's good. It's not the best game in the world, but it's just good fun. You'd be happy in anything because the community you're with and the fun to hang out. Well, thank you, Vampire. No, I appreciate it. And I appreciate a lot of you here would kind of like just are up for a whatever. And I really appreciate that, and it's nice to know that I can, for the most part, I can just stream whatever and you guys would just come and hang out. Which is nice. I mean, hell, I got through Tales of Berseria, which is a game I really wanted to show off, because it's, like, for me, it's like it's a game that, like, I just really loved. Like, really, really loved. And it was fun to do Tales of Berseria, even though I knew it wasn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, and there was still quite a few people that were kicking around for it. There was like 40, 50 people, which I thought was quite a lot for a game like that. Like, especially, again, like, my discussion of RPGs, which is if you've missed a couple of sections and you get somewhere, you're like, I don't know what's going on. This is weird. Roof has an LP of Nocturne. Yeah, you showed me quite a few times, actually. Yeah, it is nice to, like, just sort of hang and chat, but yeah. We got some plans. I might do Valkyria Chronicles as a reasonably quick game. Like I said, I do want to do the Soul Blazer series, and I don't quite know. I think they're quite long, though. They're not crazy long, but they're long enough. And something to consider, anyway. A spooky game. What's that, Kane? I think I actually have Fear installed still, funny enough. Daikatana. Nah, it just doesn't work well, though. Like, Daikatana runs like dog shit, which makes it a bit obnoxious to get running sometimes. It's also like, it's not that spooky. Well, it's not spooky in like a fun way. It's spooky in a bad kind of way. Yeah, the bopping. Daikatana is famously a mess. Interesting that the Game Boy version of Daikatana is actually kind of interesting. Have you guys ever seen this? Did I ever do a video on this? Oh, I should probably put... Oh, Game Boy. Did you guys ever see this? Fucking Monster Max, it's amazing. I was always considering doing a Let's Play on this. Monster Max is kind of sick. And I wanted to do a Let's Play on this at one point, like years back. This is done by Rare, and the music's done by David fucking Wise, the Donkey Kong guy. The music is incredible, as you can imagine, being fucking David Wise. Really? Really? Are you just gonna fuck me like that? Alright. I mean, everyone loves Monster Max, right? It's like one of those isometric style games. Oh yeah, the music's bopping. Yeah, the music's incredible. Listen, can you tell it's David Wise? It has that sort of thing to it. Right? It's good, isn't it? The actual gameplay for Monster Max is kind of cool as well. Where is it? Sorry, YouTube like seriously like runs like shit when I'm streaming. It's really annoying. Whenever you're ready. So you have, it's like this sort of 3D puzzler where you have different items, and depending on what items you have, depends on what you can do. And it's sort of all isometric. Oh man, sorry, it's just not having it. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. You can do it, man. It can't do it. And you have to use the isometric sort of like puzzle style to actually get through these rooms, which it was actually really cool. Apparently it was a logistical nightmare to pull off on a Game Boy. Oh, the Silver Surfer even by Tim Follin. Yeah, the Silver Surfer theme. Hold on, let me get rid of the preview window. I don't know if it's just being a dick because of it. Was it Silver Surfer theme? Let me get rid of the window capture. I wonder if it's just being a knob because of it. Hold on. Is it this one you're thinking of? I assume it's this one. It's pretty bopping, isn't it? Swinging by, do you know a game called Plock? Out of interest. Yeah. So, do you know yeah, the boss theme for Plock is Tim Follin as well, right? This is sick. Yep, same guy who did the Silver Surfer thing. Nightshade? No, the NES stuff was a bit too old for me. I sort of grew up more with the Super Nintendo. What's that one, Kane? Again, the Super Nintendo could really sing if you gave it a proper go. Oh, the Robocop theme is great. I thought the C64 one was the better one though, than the NES one. This is pretty fucking bopping. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, Plock has some like fun themes. I always think this always impressed me back. I want to say this is Tim Follin as well, and you guys should probably know this. This is an old Blizzard game. Can I get the This is the gameplay of it. I kind of want the soundtrack, really. We'll do Paranoid. Again, this was done from the Super Nintendo, but come on, YouTube. I know you got it in you, man. Hold on, let me go back and forth a bit. Man, my YouTube is not having it. What if I have it on the screen? There we go. Rock and Roll Racing by Blizzard. And this is Paranoid's one, yeah?
Lead.
From Pictionary? Which one's that one? Have you got a link for it? I still think... I've talked about music before. Sorry, we're getting massively off piece here, aren't we? But... like, I love retro consoles' ability to do some music. I think it's really impressive. The NES one, Pictionary. Alright, let's have a look, Matthews. That's disgustingly good. Right, let's have a look. Tim Follin. There we go, Tim Follin Fictionary. Is this I guess this is the title screen one. This one. Oh fuck. Yeah, Tim Follin, okay, yeah, fair enough. That's disgustingly good. Cheers, Dave. Thanks for the tips and everything, man, and the subs, dude. Retrocon's music and SFX are my favourite. Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? It's always very clever. Man, Tim Follin is a fucking genius. Like, really impressive. It's just so clever. With the limited sound channels of what you've got. Good night, dude. The limited sound channels you've got, and you get to this sort of level of bopping, it's really clever. Did I not put the thing up? Sorry. My bad. Okay. I mean, you guys have heard Cybernoid, right? It's like saying about Cybernoid. Cybernoid 264. This one's really famous. It's this one. You probably heard it from, if you like Mackley Supremacy, you might have heard it from there as well. Oh yeah, Shadowrun on the SNES had great music as well, yeah. Some of you might have heard this from keygen cracks as well. Like when you were pirating stuff back in the day. This is from the old Sid Chip C64 side, but it's really good. This is like an 8-minute long track. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but it's really good. All the keygen music's amazing. I actually used to have keygen like playlists and stuff. It's great. I actually might have some on the PC still. I actually saved a couple of on my music. So let's see if I still got them. It might be really loud though. I'm going to mute the stream briefly while I check. Is it this one? Because these might come out loud. Yeah, that comes out. That's not too bad a volume actually. Where are the? There we go. Like this for example. This comes from the keygen stuff. It's not quite like Sid stuff, but it's got that sort of feel to it. Like, can you imagine in your head now if you close your eyes and you can see the bouncing rainbow text going up and down, right? Like in like a spiral pattern, like a oscillogram sort of thing, where it's going up and down, cracked by like Geek Squad, like it's bouncing up and down. Yeah, takes me back. Like you always knew. It was like a thing that I remember they always passed around at school. Catch you later, Dark War. It was a thing they always passed around at school, right? Which was, if your keygen had great music, it was safe to use. It was safe to use. Catch you later, Noble. Thanks again, dude, for yesterday. Much appreciated, man. Mystic Quest, do you mean the Secret Mana one? Secret Mana 0, that one? One of these was... That's Ice. Is it this one? No, it's this one? No, that's Danganronpa. Oh, here we go. Magical Sound Shower from Outrun as a keygen. This was for apparently a Intervideo Win DVR version 3 crack. Classic. This is a classic tune anyway, but... Oh, keygen music. It's so good. You're over there, Meg. You trying to run your little legs off? She's running so hard that wheels going vibrating sideways. Awesome. Yeah, that's a really classic. Where is it? You're thinking of Endless Battlefield, I'm guessing, from Mystic Quest, which is this one. I'm guessing it's this one. That's the one I always think of when I think of Mystic Quest. This is really nostalgic for me. I've still got my copy kicking around. I mean, this is Secret of Mana 0, by the way. So for those who know Secret of Mana's soundtrack and Trials of Mana's soundtrack, this is why it's such a fucking bop. And what's interesting is they actually did a remake on the Game Boy Advance called Sword of Mana, which has this version, which uses the really deep, like the deeper sort of GBA noise, which I always thought was interesting. It's got that very, very deep, like sort of deeper thing going on to it. I can't describe it. Very GBA. Which I thought was a really nice redo of this particular song, actually. Yeah, the plot boss theme is fucking incredible. See, this is really good. See, this is an interesting one. And then they remade it again for the iOS. Let's see if I can find the iOS version, which is... That's a Genesis remix of it. Oh, it's interesting. It's almost an Endless Battlefield using the YM chip. Let's have a listen, actually. I'm kind of curious. How's this sound? Oh, interesting. That's using a Mega Drive chip. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? It's fucking Ys. That reminds me of Ys. Was it Ys First Step Towards Wars? I want to say it's called. I want to find the newer version from Endless Battlefield Android. Let's see if I can find the Android version of Endless Battlefield. I'm not even sure what it's called, what the iOS version is actually called, which is really annoying. Is it this one? Adventures of Mana? It is, it's this one. This is the one that came out a few years back, the remake of Secret of Mana 0 for the iOS and Android phones. It's a really nice bit of music, but I feel it kind of loses a bit by having the full orchestration good enough. Oh, the ocean load of stuff was incredible, yeah. That's really nice. But again, it massively reminds me of Ys 1, Step Towards War. This is from Ys. Which one's this one? Nah, it's too modern. Is it this one? Here we go. Fucking Ys. Ys 1 and 2 are incredible. You're a slug. Oh no. The Ys games are incredible in general, but they have some sick soundtracks. But you know, I was talking about Terra Enigma and Illusion of Time stuff earlier. Illusion of Gaia or Illusion of Time has some really, really good themes, like both dungeon themes and like overall themes in general. Like, listen to this absolutely fucking bopping. This is the final boss theme. I mean, the noise they could get out of the Super Nintendo, I always find really impressive. It sounds orchestral without being orchestral in a time where that wasn't possible, which I always thought was very cool. And it definitely has that final boss, oh shit, things are going south theme. Terra Enigma's got so many good tracks. Like Krista Blue theme, the what's another good one? I mean, the Resurrection theme is the one that it's so short, but it's really memorable. When you're resurrecting the world. The SNES had a CD quality chip, a limited cartridge. Yeah, it did. The SNES had a separate sound processor done by Sony, I think, in the end, which was incredible. If I remember right, the magazines at the time were kind of questioning why. Like, why was Nintendo bothering with the separate one when the Mega Drive didn't bother? I guess we know now. I mean, the Mega Drive has its own beautiful like songs and tracks and its own distinct noise for sure, but the SNES has some really cool stuff. Just some really interesting stuff, I think, as well. Some really unique sort of sounding music. This was Terra Enigma's Resurrection theme, and then you had the Overworld and the Overworld theme. I want to say the Underworld theme was cool. Actually, both themes are good, to be fair, but. The Mega Drive bass is incredible, yeah. The Mega Drive has some really dirty, like, really grungy noises that makes it really fun. Like, I always found you got a lot more SNES music like this. Like this kind of style. And then for the Mega Drive, you got more stuff like this. Which, this really makes me think Mega Drive. Or, you know, it can just not load. There we go. Like this kind of noise, you got way more on the Mega Drive. And it sounds fucking incredible when it's done right. Really, it sounds great. This is from Contra Hardcore. Oh yeah, Clyde, what's that? Oh, the Oracle from Secret of Mana, yes. That's actually a really good one. Hi, Pumpkin. See you, catch you in a bit. Clyde did a really good one. Clyde's got a good one here. Oh, God. This is, again, the SNES did some really unique stuff. And this is a really weird one. For those who play Secret of Mana, you'll recognize this. It's a really strange song. It's the penultimate boss fight for Secret of Mana. And it sounds bizarre, but it's really neat. It's really unusual. You're fighting against the Lich, Thanatos. The bells. It's a really intimidating fight. He's fucking spooky looking, and he's got these giant skeletal hands coming out of the ground. You can instantly kill your party members, which no other boss can do, I don't think. Like, he just grabs them and just sucks their souls out, and you're like, Jesus. About a minute in, yeah, the song changes a little bit. Interestingly, the Secret of Mana remake has a really cool version of this as well. The Secret of Mana remake was generally sort of not very well loved. It's kind of ugly. The music, for the most part, of the remixes are kind of bad, but there's a lot of really interesting ones in there too. FM Sims has advantages over the PC ensembles. You're right, yeah, it does. Like, I would say, Madsy, each console has its advantages and disadvantages. Like, the Mega Drive could do certain things really well, and so could Super Nintendo. It sort of varied what they were going for. Absolutely crazy, yeah. Disturbing video game music 204, the Oracle, yeah. What? So that's the Super Nintendo version. And then you got the remake version, which is it this? No. This is this. Which one is this? This is the one that isn't in the game. This is the one that they actually is on the CD but not in the game. But yeah, they made it for the remake. Also very cool. So they kept the original style. They kept the original style for it. Hey everyone. Sorry, we've just finished playing Dino Crisis, and I was just yapping about nostalgic music on the old machines. I hope you had a lovely time with me. Do you see senior art? You do, yes. You do. So you noticing quite a lot of my art. A very, very, very talented lady. That was the very first bit of art I got commissioned. That one, the vampire one, right there. I always thought this was a really cool bit of music, actually. What was another really good one? From, I mean, Trials of Mana now. It's called Trials of Mana High Tension Wire. This is from Secret of Mana 2, and this was right at the end, right at the very, very, very end of the SNES's lifespan, and this could do some fucking wacky shit by that point. Like, again, this is pretty nutty for a Super Nintendo. Like, the amount of sound channels, like, it was really maxed out. Like, to the point where any sound effects cut out some of the music. But it was really cool. What vampire? You mean, like, how they would fare, sort of thing? Yeah. What a great bit of music. The Rob Hubbard stuff. Which one do you think of in particular? I did Cybernoid 2 earlier, which is Gerentel, I think. What's going to Rob Hubbard? Was he like the last ninja ones? I can't remember now. Monty on the Run. Now that rings a bell. Which one's that? Let's listen. Monty on the Run. Let's have a look. Monty on the Run theme. Which one's this one? Have I listened to this before? Yes, of course I have. Jesus, yes I have. Yeah, once it kicked in. Yeah, I recognise that. Absolute classic. Now that's definitely a bop. When it kicks in, yeah. Now I know it. Yeah, man, the C64 has some fucking tunes. It really does. That's a really good one. I actually linked this a couple of days ago, I want to say. But I've always been really impressed by this one. It's a really quick one. I absolutely love it. This is the R-Type C64 with the SID chip going fucking bananas in this one. Crew Ball. I'll have to have a look at that one. Like R-Type is a sick intro of the C64. You probably heard this quite a lot on the Cracks as well, I think. This is quite a famous one for the Cracks. Oh yeah, I mean decent programs can get loads out of it. I mean, case in point, right? This is the one I always go back to. Oops, Jesus. This is an example I always use, which is the original Castlevania Adventure one. Game Boy had 4 channels, I want to say, overall. This game is garbage, and I'll go on record. I mean, I've played it on stream. I've let's played it. It's a piece of shit, but I love it, and the music alone is just incredible. It is disgustingly impressive. Hey Ollie, sorry we're just finishing off here, man, but listen to some tunage. Thank you for the raid. How did your stream go? 3 raids in one day. I know we had Kiko, we had Minx and Krillin, and we've had Ollie as well. All very generous raids. Yeah, the first level of the game shows you this game is bad. It's slow, it's hard to play, and it's not very fun. But the music is absolutely delicious. Really, really impressive bit of tunage. the jumping's so bad, yeah. It's a good bit of tune. But then you got eventually, I mean, I'm trying to think of other... What was other really limited machines but had some really good tunes on it? I want to say Donkey Kong... What was it called? Donkey Kong Land had some incredible songs for a Game Boy. If I can remember which ones... Piss if I can remember. Let's see if I can find the playlist for this. I mean, this was late Game Boy. This was 1994? 1995? Some of it was David Wisey, but a lot of it was redone by somebody else, I want to say. Oh, Killer Instinct soundtrack in general, Game Boy or not, is really good, yeah. Let's have a listen. This is a really good little rendition of Jungle Beats. You're right over there, Meg. You're going absolutely bananas in that wheel. You're going to tire yourself out. Honestly. Like, some of them were emulated, which were okay, but I reckon the ones that did the really good stuff was the... Where is it? Is it... This one? When it was doing its own thing, and not emulating. Really good. Not Mario vs. Donkey Kong, no, this is from Donkey Kong Land. The remake of Donkey Kong Country, I guess. I mean, David Wise is a fucking genius, in general. But again, this wasn't David Wise. I mean, David Wise gave us, like, Sticker Brush Symphony and all sorts of stuff. Did you guys listen to the ukulele David Wise songs? Because he did, I think he did a couple, and they're both really, really good. Sorry, I'll do this as the last one. I think it's this one? Is this one? This is David Wise from ukulele, and it's just like, oof. Wario Land is great, yeah. I still have my Wario Land cartridge, actually. This is really nice, yeah. David Wise with like the full range of what a console can do now is insane. Like, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in general. It's so good. It's so, so good. Oh, just... the instrument use is so impressive. Just this man knows his tunes, and it's like Savano. I always find it's like Savano, right? You hear a Savano song? Oh, Zero Wing's incredible. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one, Nancy. Zero Wing's got an incredible tune. Zero Wing's tune is famous, in fact, I think. Like, that main theme of Zero Wing is pretty famous for its music. That one. Like, you can always tell it's David Wise. Like, normally, it's the David Wise, like, quality. It's just like the Savano thing. Like, if you listen to Attack on Titan, you know it's Savano. You listen to Xenoblade X, you know it's Savano. It's that thing to it. I mean, this could be a Donkey Kong game, really, couldn't it? Like, listening to how this is playing out. Like, if you do one, like, last one, I promise. Cheers. I need to go to bed. I've got work tomorrow. David Wise, it's Windmill Hills. Excuse me. Let's try it today. Here we go. That's a bit quiet. Sorry. Once again, you know it's David Wise. Sable's theme is really good. Sable's theme's really good. I mean, Mick Golden's new Killer Instinct soundtrack's incredible as well. The meme video, yeah, it's like, gentlemen, all your base are belong to us. Yeah, that's what most people probably know it from. Oh, David Wise, you're too good, man. I did say last one, didn't I? Shit, I'll do a quick one. Since we're talking about it, Killer Instinct theme. I know it from the Super Nintendo one, not the arcade one. This is actually really, to be fair, this is probably the arcade one with how deep the instruments go here, with the quality. Because this is CD quality by the sound of it. That's probably the arcade one. Yeah, it's the arcade one. Yeah. The Super Nintendo not quite strong enough to do that, but who was Killer Instinct? Was it Robin Beamland? I want to say it was Robin Beamland did Killer Instinct, I think. Please check that. Yeah, it's too clean for the Super Nintendo, yeah. Far too clean. Incredible sound to it though, incredible. Dancing Huey's great. Huey Jam. Killer Instinct had a really good soundtrack. Really good soundtrack. Oh man, that's nostalgic. That's really nostalgic. Fun fact, my nan bought me Killer Instinct when I was like, I don't know, Killer Instinct came out in 1995, right? 1995, 96? I would have been 6 or 7. And it came with a watch. It was a Super Nintendo version. It came with a watch. The Killer Instinct watch. It came with the Killer Instinct game, which was a black cartridge. And it came with a Killer Cuts CD, which I still have kicking around here somewhere. And it had the Killer Instinct music on it as well. And Nan didn't know it was quite gory. So I remember playing it on Christmas morning or whatever, and like I was playing as Fulgore because of course I was playing Fulgore. Fulgore was fucking cool, man. Who doesn't like a robot with like blade arms? Fulgore's awesome. And I remember like punching Orchid or something. She goes, meh, and all this blood comes out. And my dad was like, And my mum was looking at Dad, and Nan was like, oh, is it not good? And no, and Dad was like, no, it seems fine. It's just, you know, a bit saucy. Killer Cuts is so 90s. It's absolutely hilarious. The Ultimate SNES game. Which one's that? Oh yeah, I actually played that earlier, Clyker. I played that before you joined in. Fun enough. We were talking about Tim Folin and we played it. The Plot Boss theme. Oh, I did say I was going to do the last one. Shit, but now we're talking about it. Killer Instinct. Is it The Way You Move? I want to say it's called The Way You Move. Yeah, it's The Way You Move. To the Killer Groove. This is it. Hold on, I'll play it. Here we go. This is so 90s. I expect some guy with like a multicolored anorak and like different colored sized glasses with different colored frames on like one of those old DJ benches with like I don't know, like with some corduroys on or something, listening to this. It's very 90s. It's very 90s. If you told me this was in the Power Rangers movie, I would believe you. 100%. Right? Is this not like the most 90s thing you've ever heard? And I kind of love it, I must be honest. Some vector graphics in the background, yeah, or maybe, you know that wibbly bit from Johnny Quest's intro? Where it goes for like the VR like valley with the green and the black. It's like that. Like, in the background. I can see it, With like really shit CGI. Oh, it's so funny. Killer Cuts had some really good ones on there. It had like remixes of most of the main themes, which is really interesting. I'm trying to think. I don't know what most of the Killer Cuts ones are called these days, which is a shame. There was absolutely tons on there. I want to say it's Galacious's theme for the original Killer Instinct was incredible. You get the new one, which is, here we go. This is the Super Nintendo version. It's not clean enough for the arcade, but Glacius had a sick theme. Let's get quite loud. Sorry. Do you know what's really interesting? I just realised how much this sounds like Perfect Dark. Like some of the background noise, how much it reminds me of Perfect Dark. I wonder if it's the same person who did Perfect Darks. I wonder the killer feeling. Or Command and Conquer, yeah. It's definitely got that thing to it. Jeez. Alright. Tiberian Sun has some incredible soundtracks as well. I mean, Act on Instinct is the one that always is the one I always remind of, isn't it? There's a new version of that for the remake, of course, which is this one.
We are going to have to act if we want to live in a different world.
This is the remixed one, but man, does it get me nostalgia-y. Mostly watching my dad play this, actually. Alright, folks. As much as I'd love to chat about music for even longer, I love chatting about video game music. Right? It's I call it a hobby of mine, I guess, if anything, but really find it fascinating. There's some really good tunes out there. So thank you ever so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've had a lovely, lovely time and had a lovely stream. No matter what stream you came from, either Kiko's or Minx's or Ollie's, or mine, I hope you've had a lovely stream. So, do take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. I love the lot of you. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again very soon. Mwah. Good night. Take care.